This Connally Cadets broadcast on 107.9 The Bull and 365 Sports is presented by American Bank, Texas Contracting Solutions, Texas State Technical College, Bubba's 33, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, Baylor Scott & White, Southwest Sports Medicine, and the Connally Athletic Booster Club.
The sun is lowering and the energy is high here tonight as the Robinson Rockets play host to the Connally Cadets. Connally coming in with a 2-4 overall record and an opening district season loss to China Spring 28-20 just a week ago. Robinson riding high with a 5-1 overall record, a 1-0 in district season play with a win over Lorena 46-29 last season. These Robinson Rockets won 42-29 over the Connally Cadets on the road. This year, they play host to the Connally Cadets. And I'm Tanner Carlson, along with my man, Datron Brown. D. Brown, it is a pink out tonight. We're typically used to seeing this crowd at a wave of blue. It's a wave of pink tonight for breast cancer awareness.
Yeah, everybody stepped up and went to Walmart or wherever they needed to go to get their pink because they are definitely behind this team. Everybody's ready to go. We're ready to go. I hope the Connally Cadets are ready to go.
But yeah, we're trying to figure out some sound things. I'm just trying to. I can't hear Datron talking to me, but it is going to be a great night tonight. A lot of festivities. Should be a good evening here as we get going and we get underway here momentarily. With these last two teams meeting a season ago, Jam Vincent had 2 passing touchdowns, one to Katie Linville. Evan Marino, the star running back for this Robinson Rockets team, returning for a 4th year on varsity, 4-year letterman. And, he had 3 rushing touchdowns. And McCurdy, the star quarterback, with 2 of those touchdowns as well. So out of the 5 scoring touchdowns, McCurdy had 2 of them, and Marino with 3 of them, coming all from the ground a season ago. So the heavy running game for Robinson, it was prevalent last year. You can guarantee you it's going to be prevalent this year.
Yeah, you're looking at 2 teams that are basically going on 2 different paths right now. You got the Connally Cadets who won their first 2 games of the season, and then they haven't checked the winner's box since 4 in a row. And you've got the Robinson Rockets who I think maybe lost their 2nd game of the season, maybe 3rd game of the season, and they've been winning ever since. So you got one team that's really, really confident. They're playing well. They're clicking on all cylinders. They got that 3-headed monster over there with Marino and McCurdy and Medlock. And you've got the Connally Cadet team over here that's kind of trying to find like what they want to do. They're throwing the ball a little bit more than they're running the ball, which I don't know if that's effective because they haven't been getting wins out of that. So you've got 2 different teams going on 2 different trajectories, and tonight they're going to hit, and we're going to see which one of these teams are going to figure it out and get this win.
And yes, we will. Let's go ahead and take our first break. When we come back, we'll take a look at what is going around in the district and what happened a week ago to catch everybody up in the district standings.
Hi, I'm Dana Hassel, President and CEO of American Bank. Waco is a great place for business, and for more than 70 years, American Bank has been the bank for business. We continue to invest in our growing community with state-of-the-art branches conveniently located to serve you within minutes. Our experienced bankers, lenders, and decision makers work directly with business owners like you every day, providing tailored solutions, timely answers, and local insights face-to-face. Schedule a meeting with one of our bankers today and find out what makes American Bank the bank for your business. Member FDIC.
At Texas State Technical College, we believe when you invest in your future, you deserve results. That's why we're proud to offer our money-back guarantee program, where if you don't receive a job offer within 6 months after graduating, we'll refund your tuition. Now that's peace of mind. Visit tstc.edu for all the details. Texas State Technical College, home of the money back guarantee.
Texas Contracting Solutions is the premier name in Central Texas for select remodels and new construction efforts. With an extremely talented team, Texas Contracting Solutions can review your next project with evolving landscape of real estate in Waco, whether you're looking to fix up your home before putting it on the market, looking to remodel a space in your home or business. Texas Contracting Solutions will help your plan every step of the way. Texas Contracting Solutions is committed to keeping your project on track, updating you on progress to bring to life your vision. Make sure you avoid any contractors in the area who do not manage with as much grace towards helping you understand as we do. Contact Texas Contracting Solutions today for your next project. Texas Contract Solutions, or email Mark at texascontractingsolutions.com or call him 254-424-1734.
Everything we do for you. First Central Credit Union says it's game on. Lower your monthly vehicle payments by refinancing your vehicle with First Central. Make it a winning season with refinancing set to your preferences. You decide the due date and frequency. Financed elsewhere? Save money with a new local game plan. Apply online today. We make it easy to score at firstcentralcu.com.
Membership and loan policy requirements apply. Member NCUA.
At Ideal MRI, we feel blessed to be a part of the Waco community. We're a small family business here in Central Texas. At times like these, the cost of healthcare has never been more important. And unfortunately, significant illness and injuries still occur. That's why Ideal MRI is open and here to serve you through this difficult time. If you need an MRI, ask your doctor about Ideal MRI. You can schedule online in minutes at idealmri.com or call 833-IDEAL-MRI. And please, remember to follow CDC guidelines and practice social distancing. Stay home, except for the essentials, and be safe. Together, we'll get through this.
This District 12 4A preview and scores is sponsored by First Central Credit Union. We have been serving the Waco area since 1937, striving to provide the best financial services for our members.
Class 4A Division II District 12 standings, and this preview and scores is sponsored by First Central Credit Union. We have been serving the Waco area since 1937, striving to provide the best financial services for our members. All right, taking a look at what happened a week ago and then where we stand today. Gatesville and La Vega, they faced off as two heavyweights in the district, and La Vega took that one on the at home, 24-7, with a win over Gatesville. And you also had the Lorena Leopards falling to the Robinson Rockets, 46-29, in what is ultimately going to end up being a huge game for the Connally Cadets and China Spring Cougars, as you probably need, what, 2 wins in the district to be one of those Final Four teams to go into the playoffs. And China Spring beating Connally a week ago, 28-20. So now Connally has an uphill battle to face, really, for the remainder of district season, as surely they will not be the favorites to win tonight or against possibly La Vega, even maybe a Gatesville, but you're going to have to take down one of those 3 teams, including a Lorena team, if you want, again, that chance at maybe a 4 or 3 spot. And that's why you play the game in between the sidelines and under the lights. Is it's not played on paper. It's played on a field.
Exactly. This is like the second district game for this district, and you're already possibly saying must win.
Absolutely.
You can't let any of these, if you've got somebody beat or if you've got somebody down, you got to keep them down. You can't give up victories like that. And they had a good opportunity last week against the China Spring Cougars, but they just kind of let off the gas and things got out of hand. You've got to take the wins when you can get them. This is a tough district. Everybody knows everybody. We talk about it every week, but they've got to make sure that they are securing wins when they got them, because if you want to try to make the playoffs, once you come out of this district, you've got a good opportunity to go pretty far.
No, you're exactly right. Robinson in first place in the district standings at 5-1, 1-0 in district. They're obviously playing the Connally Cadets here tonight, but then you got the La Vega Pirates. They're number 2 in the district. They're 4-2 overall in the season, 1-0 in district play. China Spring in that 3 spot now after starting the season off 1-4. Getting that win over Connally elevated them to the number 3 spot of one of 3 teams who came away with a win in district. Gatesville in that 4 spot. They're 5-1. Their only loss coming against La Vega a week ago in district play, that they're starting out 0-1. And then Lorena and Connally both tied at 2-4, 0-1 on the regular season. Lorena a little bit ahead of Connally in terms of point differential, which would ultimately be one of the tie-breaking scenarios that you'd have to contend with. And so Connally sitting at the 6th spot right now. That can all change here tonight with a Connally win over Robinson and create a little chaos in District 12, Class 4A, Division 2. Let's go ahead and take our next break. When we come back, we will have keys to the game, keys to victory for the Connally Cadets, and we'll hear from Coach Terry Garrick here in just a moment.
Everything we do for you. Score a touchdown with your next vehicle at First Central Credit Union. Auto financing is a game-winning play. With fast approvals, complete coverage, and competitive rates, we're your MVP for financing. Our flexible terms are the playbook full of winning strategies. You're set for success with our quick online application at firstcentralcu.com. Easily drive away with the funds you need. Everything we do for you.
Membership and loan policy requirements apply. Member NCUA.
Premier ER and Urgent Care is the place to go when you're unsure where to go. Open 24/7. No appointment necessary. Check in online and just walk in. Visit premier.care to learn more. All the convenience of urgent care with all the expertise of an ER. Premier ER and Urgent Care has everything you need, all under one roof. From allergies to appendicitis, we have you covered. Urgent care billing is available from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. 7 days a week, and our ER is open 24/7. Save time during your visit and check in online before heading over. To learn more, visit www.premier.care. Baylor Scott and White, Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, the team physicians for Baylor Athletics, specializing in diagnosing and treatment of any and all sport-related injuries. Celebrating over 2 decades of service to Central Texas, they tackle all surgical and non-surgical problems that arise from an active lifestyle. Trust the doctors that Baylor trusts. And when injuries sideline you, don't wait for Monday. Join us at 8:30 on Saturday morning for a post-game injury evaluation clinic. Baylor Scott and White, Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics. We get you back in the game.
Hi, I'm Dana Hassel, President and CEO of American Bank. Waco is a great place for business, and for more than 70 years, American Bank has been the bank for business. We continue to invest in our growing community with state-of-the-art branches conveniently located to serve you within minutes. Our experienced bankers, lenders, and decision makers work directly with business owners like you every day, providing tailored solutions, timely answers, and local insights face-to-face. Schedule a meeting with one of our bankers today and find out what makes American Bank the bank for your business. Member FDIC.
This is Connally Cadets Football. Here's Tanner Carlson and Dee Brown.
It is a beautiful night for Texas high school football, and you are listening to Connally Cadet Football on 365 Sports, Rogue Sports Network, and 107.9 The Bull. We just saw one of the most glorious concession stand food items at any sporting event. That's the famous nachos.
Gotta have them.
You get the kind of that creamy fake processed. I don't know if you can call it cheese. They call it cheese.
I think it's considered cheese food.
Cheese. It's an edible cheese option.
There you go.
Yeah, and then you get the jalapenos on top.
Oh man.
Maybe if you have a nice enough concession stand, sometimes they have the chili option.
Yes.
You can get some chili
Most
nachos.
definitely. Yes, most definitely.
If you had an option, what's your go-to number one concession food item that you have to get?
Okay, I'm torn a little bit, but I would have to say a Frito pie.
Okay.
Which is just your nachos, but you got your corn
you got
chips in there.
Frito corn chips.
There
Yeah,
you go.
correct.
But I'm always down for a glizzy.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I'm a hot dog guy.
How do you take your glizzy?
Oh, mustard and chili.
Mustard and chili?
Mustard and chili.
See, I'm the all-American. I go mustard, ketchup, relish, cheese.
Oh man.
And I do one line of each. Yeah,
Just
and
line
then
it up.
and just line it up just vertically, and then put the sprinkle on the cheese on top.
You're very artistic. That's
yeah.
a beautiful,
Yeah.
That's a beautiful
It's
glizzy.
a beautiful glizzy. It's fantastic. Yeah. Yeah. Keys to victory here tonight. What we know about Robinson is that defensively, they want to disguise what they're doing. They're disguising pressures. They're going to not really give you a whole lot at the line of scrimmage, and then they're going to bring a lot of pressure, or they're going to back off after they bring pressure, and so you're going to throw it to guys who you think aren't going to be there. How does Connally counteract that?
What Conley's going to have to do is they're going to have to stick with the game plan. You can't look or stare down receivers. But the main thing they're going to have to do tonight is try to establish the run. They're going to come out in that 3-4 defense. If they're blitzing and you've got 3 defensive linemen, you got to be able to hit the holes quickly. They've got to be able to establish the run. If you can establish the run tonight, and what that's going to do is cause extra pressure, and they're going to start sending people. And what that's going to end up doing is opening up the middle of the field and to the sidelines. The shallow third is what you want to call that.
Right.
If they can do that, I think they've got a good opportunity to kind of get the victory here. But they're up against a team that it's run heavy. You got Moreno. This young man is averaging over 200 yards a game. He's got like 15 touchdowns. This young man wants to run the ball, and he runs violent.
He's a 4-year starter on the varsity.
Yeah,
I mean, it's insane.
Yeah. He runs violent. He's going to run at you. He's going to run through you, and he can run past you. If Connally can get physical tonight and stop the run, they may have an opportunity. Now, in doing that, they're also going to have to stop McCurdy, the quarterback. He's got a great arm. The young man he's real patient back there, but he'll take off and go on you as well. And he's got a receiver in Dylan Medlock who catches everything. He's averaging close to about 100 yards a game. I think he's averaging anywhere from 6 to 7 catches a game. So they've got a 3-headed monster that Connolly's going to have to play their keys and play physical tonight. If they can get them out of their run, they may have an opportunity to get an upset.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. They're going to have to play sound on the line of scrimmage. The line of scrimmage is going to have to communicate. They're going to have to say, look, he's coming with pressure. They're going to have to trust what the film taught them from this last week studying this Robinson team. If they get fooled a little bit, it could be a long night for the Connally Cadets because this Robinson team, we mentioned it a little bit before off air of, yeah, they've got a lot of talent, but not only talent, they're playing with a ton of confidence right now.
Confidence sometimes is even better than talent. If you don't know you're not good at something and you're out there doing it, you're going to do it. Now, I'm not saying this Robinson team isn't good, but what I'm saying is confidence will get you into things and out of things that just playing with not confidence won't get you. And you're looking at this Robinson team who's averaging like 45 points a game. So they're expecting to score. When they get the ball, they're looking for the end zone. And you got a Connally team that's coming in averaging like 27 points a game. I mean, if you look at the numbers here, yards per game, Robinson's 459, Connally's 385. They've got a running back who rushes for over 200 yards a game. I think the Connally running back in Braden Ford is averaging about 88. I mean, the numbers all say Robinson should get the win. If you played this game on paper, Robinson should get this win, but you don't.
Nope.
It's Friday night, the lights are on, and they're going to have to come out here and perform.
Believe it or not, the lights are actually not on right now, and that might be a problem. We might need to get these lights on tonight's game. But as we mentioned before, it's also Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and they've got a pink out here tonight. All the cheerleaders, all the dance crew, and all the fans rocking pink. We saw some players in the pregame also, pink undershirts, pink wristbands, cleats, gloves, the whole gamut. And it should be an eventful, spirited night here tonight at Robinson. Let's go ahead and take a quick break. When we return, we'll hear from Coach Terry Garrett before the game and his thoughts on his team taking on this Robinson Rockets team.
When we moved to Texas, we were like fish out of water. We didn't know anyone in our neighborhood until our Texas Farm Bureau insurance agent came to the house. She was so helpful and reassuring, a friendly face with that Texan hospitality I'd heard about. When we purchased a Texas Farm Bureau insurance policy, we knew we were making the right choice. We knew our family would be protected.
Stop by and see our agents at one of our 3 McLennan County locations.
Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary.
Hi, I'm Dana Hassel, President and CEO of American Bank. Waco is a great place for business, and for more than 70 years, American Bank has been the bank for business. We continue to invest in our growing community with state-of-the-art branches conveniently located to serve you within minutes. Our experienced bankers, lenders, and decision makers work directly with business owners like you every day, providing tailored solutions, timely answers, and local insights face-to-face. Schedule a meeting with one of our bankers today and find out what makes American Bank the bank for your business. Member FDIC.
Cajun Crab and Shrimp Bar and Grill offers a wide variety of seafood, including fresh fish, ceviche, oysters, shrimp cocktails, and much more. Join Cajun Crab and Shrimp Bar and Grill for their grand opening on Thursday, September 12th. There will be tons of raffles and giveaways, including TVs, gift cards, free food samples, and drinks. Visit them located at 340 North Loop in Belmead for their lunch specials. Cajun Crab and Shrimp Bar and Grill, your local Cajun restaurant. See you on September 12th.
The Motor Trend Truck of the Year is at Allen Samuels in Waco. It's the Make This the Summer Event Drive. Get a 2025 Ram Lone Star Crew Cab, $11,000 off MSRP plus 3.9 for 72 months. Or grab the award-winning 2025 Ram Half-Ton Laramie Crew Cab with $15,000 off plus 3.9% for 72. First responders an extra $500 off. Hot deals, big savings right now. Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Waco.
Come by. Let's be friends.
This pregame interview with head coach Terry Garrick is presented by American Bank.
When we moved to Texas, like fish out of water, we didn't know anyone in our neighborhood until our Texas Farm Bureau insurance agent came to the house. She was so helpful and reassuring, a friendly face with that Texan hospitality I'd heard about. When we purchased a Texas Farm Bureau insurance policy, we knew we were making the right choice. We knew our family would be protected.
Stop by and see our agents at one of our 3 McLennan County locations.
Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary.
Hi, I'm Dana Hassel, President and CEO of American Bank. Waco is a great place for business, and for more than 70 years, American Bank has been the bank for business. We continue to invest in our growing community with state-of-the-art branches conveniently located to serve you within minutes. Our experienced bankers, lenders, and decision makers work directly with business owners like you every day, providing tailored solutions, timely answers, and local insights face-to-face. Schedule a meeting with one of our bankers today and find out what makes American Bank the bank for your business. Member FDIC.
Cajun Crab and Shrimp Bar and Grill offers a wide variety of seafood, including fresh fish, ceviche, oysters, shrimp cocktails, and much more. Join Cajun Crab and Shrimp Bar and Grill for their grand opening on Thursday, September 12th. There will be tons of raffles and giveaways, including TVs, gift cards, free food samples, and drinks. Visit them located at 340 North Loop in Belmead for their lunch specials. Cajun Crab and Shrimp Bar and Grill, your local Cajun restaurant. See you on September 12th.
The Motor Trend Truck of the Year is at Allen Samuels in Waco. It's the Make This the Summer Event Drive. Get a 2025 Ram Lone Star Crew Cab, $11,000 off MSRP plus 3.9 for 72 months. Or grab the award-winning 2025 Ram Half-Ton Laramie Crew Cab with $15,000 off plus 3.9% for 72. First responders an extra $500 off. Hot deals, big savings right now. Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Waco.
Come by. Let's be friends.
This pregame interview with head coach Terry Garrick is presented by American Bank.
We're here with Connally Cadet head coach Terry Garrick on 107.9 The Bull and 365 Sports. It's Friday night, Coach. You got another game. You're over here with visiting the Robinson Rockets, trying to get your first district win. But before we go there, let's back up a little bit. Let's talk about this China Spring game. It's in the rearview mirror now. It was a tough game. You guys played them close. You ended up coming up a little short. Score was 28-20. Can you tell me what some of the positives and maybe some of the negatives were that came out of that game Friday night?
Yeah, I mean, some of the positives were, except for really one big play on defense, and we actually had the kid double covered, and he made a hell of a one-handed catch. Except for that play, defensively, we had that bend but don't break attitude, and we actually did our jobs for the most part. Offensively, we had 3 turnovers. That's what cost us the game, whether it was pass protection that broke down, whether it was misread, or whether it was a incorrect route. And so those are some of the things that we worked on. We've watched a lot of film this week already on our new opponent, on Robinson, just to make sure we don't make those mistakes again. At one point I felt like at halftime in that game there was probably about 5 or 6 plays before halftime that if we would have executed, they would have been touchdowns. And I told everybody before we went into this game, anybody in this district can win on a Friday night. Doesn't matter what the record is. It's a good competition. It's a great district, and it's fun to be in. And our kids realize that. And so we talked to them about we got 4 games guaranteed. We want to win all 4. But the truth is we need to win 2 of the 4 to get in the playoffs. We hope, and so they have that mindset. We've had a great week of practice.
Good deal, Coach. You were talking about this district. It doesn't get any easier. You're over here tonight. You're visiting these Robinson Rockets. They're a physical team. They're a balanced team, and you're on the road. As the schedule gets a little tougher, what kind of mindset are you putting into your kids to know that every week is going to get tougher and tougher?
Well, we keep talking to them about physicality. We have to be more physical on both sides of the ball than the team that we're playing. And we showed them a bunch of Robinson this week of inside run stuff. They love to run power, and they'll line up, they'll pull that guard and kick out, and that's one of their favorite plays. And if you're not physical against it, they're going to run it down your throat. And so we've done some things this week just to kind of instill the physicality in our kids during practice. We've had great run holes this week, probably the best ones we've had all year with the pads popping. And so our kids understand what's at stake, and they know they got to go out and perform on Friday night.
Last week, we noticed there were some changes in the offense. I saw people like Daniel Hancock, split out. You were getting the balls in the hands of Braden Ford, like kind of on swing routes and things like that. What kind of brought those changes on? Were those things you were saving for district, or did they just come on out of necessity?
A couple of the things we've been saving, but also we felt like when we watched film that they haven't really lined up to some unbalanced sets and some quad stuff very well. And we thought we could get some advantages. We got one down on the goal line with them where C.J. Evans caught the pass and scored. And then it made them put their safety in a certain spot. They either had to help out with jam and double cover or keep them in the middle of the field and give us a one-on-one, and that was what we were trying to get. But we just didn't execute some things.
How important would you say it was to keep your kids playing loose? I noticed that they're on a little bit of a losing streak here, but you've got talent all over the field. They're very talented. What are you and the coaches doing to try to help them keep the mind frame and just play loose, don't tighten up, because if they play tight, they could make mistakes?
More than anything, we just told them we believe in you. We're a good football team. We just got to go out and prove it every Friday night. And we tell them we trust them, we believe them, and just go out there and play. If you make a mistake, we'll correct it. It's not the end of the world. We're going to make some mistakes, but how do we handle those mistakes in that adversity? And that's what we talk to them about. More than anything, we tell them, guys, we're on paper the better football team. Now we have to go show people.
Well, Coach, tonight you get an opportunity to get your first district win. We're looking forward to a good game. Thank you for your time, and good luck tonight.
Thanks, sir.
Pizza, burgers, and Bears football. There's no place around Waco that serves them all other than Bubba's 33. Come show your green and gold and enjoy some of Waco's best food and beverages while watching your favorite team, the Bears. When real Bears fans get hungry, Bubba's 33 is the #1 spot for ice-cold drinks, hand-stretched, stone-baked pizzas, and bacon-infused burgers. Join us for indoor or patio dining. Bubba's 33, Waco's restaurant and proud supporter of Baylor Bears football. Sick 'em, Bears!
New arrivals just dropped at Barefoot Campus Outfitter in Waco. Looking for the best Baylor gear? Barefoot is the place to grab your gear. Game day polos, tees, tanks, caps, clear stadium bags, jewelry, and more. Barefoot Outfitters has all the essentials with unique campus apparel and offering comfortable garments and designs. Long-lasting images that people continue to enjoy wearing time and time again. Located right off I-35 on Spate, or shop at barefootcampusoutfitter.com and get free shipping on orders $75 or more. Go Bears!
And we are just about underway as the Connally Cadets trot onto the field, and they're all grays. They've got gray helmets, gray jerseys, gray pants with the blue numerals, blue lettering with the white trim around, and also kicking off will be the Connally Cadets, who won the toss, and they deferred until the second half. So it'll be the Robinson Rockets offense back out onto the field to start this thing out. They were at the white helmets, blue jerseys, white pants, the white numerals, and the white trim. And we are just about underway as Alan Martinez-Tellez will do a little onside kick action, and it's touch, and it's going to be Connally football to start this game off. What a surprise to start things for the Connally Cadets.
You miss every shot that you don't take. They took a shot there, and they got great field position. It bounced right off his chest. They were not expecting an onside kick to start this game. And that actually right there may be what these Connally Cadets need to get this thing going.
And that has to be executed perfectly by Alan Martinez-Tellez. My dad always said, why don't kickers just pick the fattest, most unathletic-looking guy on that front line and just drill it right at him? We kind of saw something similar to that right there, and the Connally Cadets will take over for the first drive of this ball game. And it's going to be a handoff to Brandon Ford, and Brandon Ford gets about 10 yards on the carry to start things off. Very hot start, very fast start, a lot of momentum already in favor of the Connally Cadets.
That's exactly what they're going to have to do against this 3-4 defense. You got to hit it hard and you got to hit it quick, and Braden Ford is just the person to do that.
And a false start from Daniel Hancock right from the get-go, and that's one thing that Coach Terry Garrick has preached to us. He's preached to his team. We cannot have positive, and then negate everything we've done good with a negative play.
I mean, and they've continued to do that. And like we were talking about before, it always seems to happen at the most inopportune time. Even though there's never a good time, they always seem to have it happen at the worst time.
And it'll be a play-action pass, and Kaufman has room to run, and Kaufman good for a first down and a lot more. He's finally brought down inside the 20, and he gives a first down signal. He was brought down by Kason Helper.
I tell you what, these Connally Cadets have come out with some momentum. They know what's at stake right here. And they got to keep this intensity all night long. So I hope they're conditioned and ready to go, because it's going to be a dogfight.
And we were mentioning before the game, you and I just sitting in the stands before anybody got here, we were talking, why isn't Jam Vincent playing a little bit more quarterback? And on the fourth play of the game, Jam Vincent lined up at quarterback right now with Trevion King and Braden Ford on each side of him. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. Jam Vincent going to make a couple guys miss, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe no gain on the play. But again, that it's not the importance of it working from the very first snap. You got to keep that defense guessing, not really knowing what you're going to throw at them next.
Exactly. With the speed that you have and with the athletes you have on the field, they can't not get away from this. They got to keep doing it throughout the night.
Second attempt, Jam Vincent going to stay at quarterback. A man in motion, and this time he's going to hand it off to King, and King makes a guy miss at the line of scrimmage, but only manages about 2 more yards following that. 3rd and 8 coming up, and Caden Kaufman trotting back out onto the field.
That was a great tackle by Landon Arms right there. He read that play pretty good. I mean, they're making progress, but they've got to be able to hit the hole just a little bit quicker. Looked like he delayed right there, and the defense was able to slide right into the gap and make the play.
And they've moved Daniel Hancock from left tackle all the way to left guard right now, so we'll see if that's going to pay off any dividends to assure up that middle of the interior of the offensive line. 3rd and 8, inside the 20-yard line. Kaufman takes the snap, and he is going to hit a wide open Chris Nobles on a crossing.
Let's regroup and get right back into it. The Connally Cadet coaches had a game plan. They stuck with it, and if they keep this up all night, this is going to be a great game.
And Kaufman looking at his best start of this season so far, and the extra point good. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Connally leads it 7-0.
That's another Cadet touchdown, brought to you by View Homes Waco. Now building in Robinson and Lorena, these beautiful, energy-efficient homes offer modern designs, open floor plans, and family-friendly prices, all from a builder you can trust. Don't miss your chance to find your perfect fit close to home. Call 254-602-4737 to learn more. View Homes Waco, building life's greatest view.
It was about a 2.5-minute drive, 2 minutes and 15 seconds to be exact. And the Connally Cadets go down the field after recovering a surprise onside kick to open this game. And they score the opening touchdown, 7-0. And remember, they will get the ball back to start the second half. And now I assume a legit kickoff. And now we've got to worry about Evan Marino and McCurdy coming out onto the field for this Robinson Rocket offense.
Knowing how the Connally defense has played all year, they've just had problems stopping the run. And this team is going to run the ball. Marino doesn't have 15 touchdowns for nothing. And he runs physical, he runs hard. Like you mentioned earlier, he's a 4-year starter. This young man is just fearless out there on the field. If the Connally Cadets can gain tackle and read their keys and get them off the field, they got a chance to continue this road.
What a way to start this thing off, throwing the first punch and it landing it. And now here is the kickoff return team, and it is returned from number 23, Ryan Jarrow, to about the 30-yard line. That's, in fact, where they are going to mark it. And 1st and 10 coming up for the Rockets. And now the test for this Connally Cadet defense is stopping the run.
Stopping the run. That was a great tackle by Vaston Richardson. That young man goes both ways. He'll run the ball for you, too, but he's really making his name on special teams. He's down there on kickoffs and punts all the time. This Connally defense has got to get physical. They got to get ready to run. You got to expect the run, but you got to respect the pass as well.
So Evan Marino along with Bryce McCurdy, and McCurdy about averaging 100 yards rushing as well, and he's going to do a little swing pass to Evan Marino, and it is Katie Linville who's going to bring him down after a gain of maybe about 4 or 5 on that swing pass to open things up on first down. I think actually they only got a yard.
Yeah, what they're trying to do is give it to him in space. That was a great actual play by Katie Linville because he was out there one-on-one on an island. If he didn't make that tackle, Evans probably still running.
Now McCurdy communicating with his offensive line. Man in motion. That is the stud wide receiver, Braden Terry. And it is going to be a run up the middle, close to a first down. They're going to give it to him. Gain of about 8 on the carry. And it'll be a new set of downs for Marino.
See what these Robinson Rockets like to do when they send those people in motion, that's eye candy. They're just trying to get you to look. They're trying to get linebackers. They're trying to get your defensive backs to look in the backfield, knowing that they're just going to run a cross-buck trap right there in the middle. They're going to keep him between the tackles most of the time, and he hits it quick. So these cadets have got to play sound football.
A very exciting matchup on the outside, top of your screen right now if you're watching on the live stream, is Jam Vincent and the stud wide receiver Dylan Medlock, as Evan Marino runs it for a solid 5 to 6 yards on first down. And how important is it for this Robinson team, starting off first downs, winning first down, staying ahead of the chains, first down, making it 2nd and 4?
When you're a running team, that's what you want to do. You want to stay ahead of the chains because you hand the ball off 3 times and you got a first down.
And in that instance, on a 6-yard carry, you hand it off 2 times, you got a new set of downs as well. Marino to the right side, and that's exactly what he's going to pick up. Another first down on another carry of about 6 yards before he was brought down. Sparkman along with Daniel Hancock in the mix, and those as well as Lawrence Carter at the defensive end position.
That's a perfect example of how hard Marino runs because he was met in a hole by Adrian Gonzalez, and he just spins out of it and picks up the necessary yards to get the first down.
And Robinson not afraid to go spread. They've got 3 wide receivers set, 1 tight end in with 1 running back in the backfield, and that is Marino. Another carry up the middle, and he is stuffed immediately. Elijah Amos with the stop. Negative yards play there.
That was a great play by Amos. I was just about to make a comment on how they're going no huddle. They're going pretty fast. I mean, your running back runs hard and he runs fast, but, can you wear him out by going too fast?
A little bit of happy feet on that defensive line. They'll check it, and then they will look at the sideline for the call coming in from the coaching staff. 2nd and 11 inside Connally territory for the first time in this ball game. It is going to be Bryce McCurdy with a high nab of that snap, and he gets it down to Evan Marino, gains about 5 yards. So third down and 6 coming up for Robinson, and this has been the, most opportune time for the Connally Cadets to get off the field here on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got this is the big play right here. If they can get them.
Vashawn Richardson has to go way over. There's a 2-on-1 over there on Jam Vince on the top of your screen. Katie Linval also looking at the stack look, and it's going to be Bryce McCurdy, and he is going to be hit at the line of scrimmage, brought down. It was Bryson Sparkman who mixed up the entire offensive play there, and he was the first one to get a hit on the quarterback, and then it was cleanup duty for the rest of the defense.
It just seems like Sparkman just plays with a spark whenever he's in there with Hancock. They're going for it.
4th and 5. Trying to get off the field here. Robinson going to go for it at the Connally Cadet 41-yard line.
They're going to run it.
And it is a pooch punt from Bryce McCurdy, and it went off the side of his foot, and it takes a friendly roll out of bounds ahead of the 20-yard line at the 22, and that is where the Connally Cadet offense will take over. And the Connally Cadet defense prevents this Robinson Rockets team to go down the field and score. Now an opportunity for the Connally Cadets to double up and score another touchdown, get a little bit of a cushion, dare I say.
Tanner, my mind is blown.
Yeah.
This is kind of a bizarro world.
Complementary football, something that's been a struggle all year long for the Connally Cadets.
The offense will come out and do something great, and the defense will come out and kind of have a letdown. These two teams, these two sides of the ball are actually complementing each other very well tonight.
A run by Braden Ford up the middle at the right side of that offensive line. Maybe gets a yard or 2 at best, but 2nd and 9 coming up. Got to stick with the run. You got to keep this defense honest.
You have to, but you also got to look at the fact that you've got, looks like a cover 0, and you've got Jam Vincent all, one-on-one down here.
I think Caden Kaufman just looked his way, and that's exactly where he's going to go. He saw the same thing you saw. Jam Vincent, enough for a first down on a completed pass. Pass went for about 5 yards. Jam Vincent runs after the catch for another about 8, and that'll be a first down for the Connally Cadets.
I mean, that's just going to be hard for Robinson to stop, and if they do roll that safety over, because they got him playing in the middle, then you've got Katie Linval on the other side, and you've got C.J. Evans.
Little run, play action pass to Nobles. It looked. I know that's C.J. Evans. He is going to bring that in completed for a gain of 1 on the play, and that'll set up 2nd and 9.
Kaufman rushed that a little bit. If he'd have just taken his time and put it on his numbers, he maybe gets the first down or at least picks up at least 7 or 8 more yards.
So Caden Kaufman, 2 running backs in the backfield. C.J. Evans along with Braden Ford. And actually, that's Javion King. I beg your pardon. And Javion King met in the backfield, losing a yard. That was Dylan Anderson on the defensive line.
It's Connally Cadet offensive line. I mean, they've been patchwork pretty much all season long. So far, starting the game, they've been pretty good. But they've got to continue this throughout the game for them to be successful.
Caden Kaufman back to pass on this 3rd and long, and he throws a deep bomb with no wide receiver in the area. Miscommunication. Katie Linval saw the defense line up a little bit differently. Looked like he had an option to either curl or go on the streak. He chose the curl. Caden Kaufman chose the streak.
Yeah. That's just quarterback receiver miscommunication right there. I think Kaufman didn't see that safety kind of roll deep, and he thought he had him. I would have to say that Linval kind of made the right decision right there.
Caden Kaufman looking for the big play. Can't say I blame him, but you're right. Probably would have moved the chains had he followed Katie Linval's decision, as a punt is going to be returned here by Braden Terry. Terry tries to bounce it to the outside. Terry gets to about the 50-yard line before he is knocked out of bounds by Jalen Davis, and he'll be just shy of that 50-yard line at the 49. And Robinson's offense, good field position to start this drive.
Very good field position. I did like the physicality that Davis, made on that tackle right there. But this Connally defense is going to have to continue to do what they did on that first possession, and they've got to just know that they're going to keep giving the ball to Marino, and he's going to keep running at you. It's going to be just, a game of who submits first.
1st and 10. Actually, I was going to say that ball should be marked at the other 49-yard line. They gave him a 2-yard advantage there. Now they've got to reset the chain gang, and they've got to go back another 2 yards. They get everything set up, lined up, ready to go. No harm, no foul, just on the wrong side of the 50 was all. Connally defense lining up with 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers, and a pass over the middle to Terry, and it falls incomplete.
Good defense.
And C.J. Evans on the coverage. I'm not going to lie. So if you're watching on the live stream, you can see that Katie Linval has a bright yellow arm sleeve.
Yeah.
I have seen it been waving while he's running, and I'm like, oh, there's another flag. just Katie Linval's arm. So
just his arm.
Yep. Backs off of coverage, cover 0 it looks like, and this time an actual flag was thrown, and it looks to be in the area of a false start on the offensive line. Eduardo Garcia. This offensive line, by the way, is led by number 59, Adam Ruiz. And Ruiz is the right tackle there at the bottom of your screen. And he is a stud. And now he's actually going to flip over to the left side right there, and he's going to line up at left tackle. And this is a run to Evan Marino, and Marino bounces off the first tackle, tries to stiff arm, is slung out of bounds, and that is going to be a tackle and a flag by Darian Scott.
I think you're going to get him for a horse collar. Looks like he had him around the back and slung him out. He didn't pull down. He just slung him, but I don't think you can grab there anywhere.
I don't think you can grab.
Yeah.
Inside the shoulder pad is what is illegal. Now, if you grab the jersey and you slam the jersey, but there's the hearse collar right there. Yep.
Yeah, it was.
I'd love the benefit of an instant replay, but we don't have that benefit.
Well, I saw it live, and he looked like he grabbed him.
They actually do have a big video board here at the stadium, and they cut it off as soon as he was about to make that tackle. That's called a little bit of home field advantage.
Yes, sir, it is.
And Evan Marino again to the outside. Evan Marino lowering his shoulder, and he is met by Vashawn Richardson, but not before a 15-yard carry for a first down.
You're fixing to get a big dose of Evan Marino right here. I mean, when he gets inside the red zone, he just smells the end zone. That young man runs hard. He runs physical. So Connally's going to have to stiffen up. If they can hold him to 3 here, it'd be a win for them.
And I like calling the timeout if you're Coach Terry Garrick right here. Get your defense organized. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back. All right, coming out of the timeout, you've allowed a couple of big plays. You have a penalty as well, a 15-yarder to help aid this offensive drive for the Robinson Rockets along inside of the red zone. If you're the Connally Cadet defense, you've got to tighten up, especially in the run defense.
Yeah, it's coming. That's what they do. But you can't just focus completely on Marino because you know that the quarterback will keep it, McCurdy, and he's a very good runner as well. But I just don't see them throwing the ball here because they're picking up the yards they need by giving the ball to Marino.
1st and 10. Compact set, and immediately there on the tackle, nice play made by Idris Lee, and he came from that stinger position on the outside edge and was able to get to Marino before Marino was really able to have any type of room to run.
He was prod and looking for a place to go, and Lee just shot through there and wrapped him up before he could get ahead of steam. That's what you have to do with a running back like Marino.
A quick first quarter, 3 minutes and 15 seconds remain in it. It is a 7-0 lead in favor of the Connally Cadets, and this is only the second possession for the Robinson Rockets, so taking their time, under 10 seconds on the play clock. 2nd down, and it's going to be McCurdy back to pass. Calmly leaves the pocket. Now on the run. He's scrambling, and he is met by Vashawn Richardson on the far sideline. That'll set up 3rd down and about 5 to go.
Richardson saved a touchdown right there. That young man he's a pretty sure tackler. When he gets his hands on you, most of the time he can get you to the ground. He's one of those kids that'll just do whatever, because he also plays running back for the Connally Cadets, but right now he's needed on the defense, and he's actually stepping up pretty big.
A very physical player, Vashawn Richardson. No safety back into the end zone right now, and now it looks like the Robinson Rockets will take their turn to take a timeout. It feels as though these two coaches know how important this game is.
Like I mentioned earlier, it's the second game of district, and we're already talking about must-wins. They know how important it is to get these wins.
Let's go ahead and take our timeout with them. We'll be right back. Coming out of the timeout on 3rd down, it's just the first quarter, and both of these two teams on this drive specifically have both used a timeout, one on defense, one on offense. Again, the importance and the emotion of this game seems to be elevating, of just, you know how important this district game is. If you fall to 0-2, or if Robinson falls to 1-1, your district season's wide open or completely dead.
Exactly.
And it looks like it's a run up the middle, and he's going to be stuffed short. First one there was Lawrence Carter along with Daniel Hancock, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And Daniel Hancock, after missing the majority of non-district play, has come back these last 2 weeks with his hair on fire.
I mean, he has come back like a man possessed. I mean, he gives it all on every play. Not only does he make big plays on defense, but he's one of your main offensive linemen on offense.
And a rare field goal attempt. We don't see it very often. It's going to be Cannon Coppice, and Coppice puts it up, and it is good. So the Robinson Rockets on the board on their second drive of the game, get into field goal range, and they knock it through. They wanted to end it in a touchdown. I would say that was a win for the Connally defense. We'll take a break. 7-3, Connally leads.
Tough Shed is #1 for a reason. We started building sheds in 1981. Most of them are still standing. That's because our sheds are made to last right here in the USA. Customize yours to get exactly what you want. Then, we deliver and install for you. With finance and payment options, you might be surprised at how affordable a Tough Shed is. Design your dream shed or garage at toughshed.com and visit our Waco showroom located at 7705 Woodway Drive near Santa Fe Drive. Dream, design, deliver, install. Tough Shed.
A 7-3 ball game. Robinson knocks in a 25-yard field goal to get on the board for the first time in this game. There's about 1:47 remaining in the first quarter. Now, Robinson started that drive on their own 49-yard line. Really only needed half the field to get down and score a touchdown. They failed to do so. Conley's defense stiffens up in the red zone, only allows a field goal. Again, I would say that's probably a win for the defense.
I agree totally. This is the best the defense has played all season from what we've seen. And like I said earlier, the offensive possession they had in the very first part of the game was very good. They need to continue that to get this game going the way they want it to go.
On the far side, I believe that is C.J. Evans who is returning, and Evans makes a man miss. He goes to the other side of the field, and he has just one man to beat. And C.J. Evans, see you later. Touchdown, Connally!
That is a hard man to tackle. I had a conversation with C.J. Evans.
There is a flag on the field, and it is in the area of holding around the 29-yard line, and this is going to come all the way back. It was exciting while it lasted.
It was. He's a hard man to tackle. He's like a jitterbug back there, and for his size, he's very strong. He runs through arms tackles, so he'll get another opportunity to show his skills here as the game continues on.
So we'll see what they call here. I may or may not can neither confirm nor deny that a block in the back was seen.
Yeah, I'm thinking block in the back.
But we'll see what the head call is. I can't say that I saw it live happening. I was just hoping the referee was going to miss it.
Well, it's one of those situations where, I mean, that's one of those. It's a hustle. It's a hustle penalty. You're just trying to do your part to make room for your teammate. I mean, sometimes though you got to just stop and put your hands in the air. If you just do that, players like C.J. Evans and Jam Vincent and Katie Linville, they'll find their way. So these young men just have to know, sometimes you can just get in their way and you don't even have to touch them.
And don't bring block in the back up to an Oklahoma fan. They're a little salty about that right
now.
I still think they're probably a little salty about that. Not that it would have changed the game by any means.
Oh, no. They didn't even score a touchdown, poor guys.
They haven't done it in a couple years. 1st and 10. Caden Kaufman. Handoff up the middle to Braden Ford. Ford lowers his shoulder, a hard run on first down. That's the type of success on first down Connally has to maintain if they're going to have success for the remainder of this ball game.
You've got to keep doing it, but I'm loving the motions and the eye candy, like I mentioned earlier, that they're doing. By sending Jam Vincent in motion, you get people thinking, hey, what's going on? And you give the ball to Ford right up the middle.
They've also switched Josiah Thompson and Daniel Hancock as a pass was completed, then maybe dropped or fumbled, and then recovered by Jam Vincent on that far side. They're going to say catch, fumble, recovery by Jam Vincent. Good for a first down, new set of downs. But I was mentioning earlier, Josiah Thompson, Daniel Hancock, switching back and forth between left guard and left tackle. Very rarely. I've never seen a team mix up their offensive line as frequently as this Connally Cadet offense is doing.
They're doing all they need, whatever they need to do to try to get a win.
1st and 10, and it is Caden Kaufman back to pass. Now he's going to scramble. He's got room to run, and he's got enough for maybe a first down. They're going to mark him right at the line to gain, and that typically is going to be marked a first down, and that is going to be a Connally Cadet first down at the 39-yard line. And it's been 3 plays, 2 first downs, Connally moving the ball.
I've noticed that Kaufman's decision-making has gotten a lot better. I don't know if the coaches told him, hey, make up your mind and go, because there was a time when he would have stood there and held that ball another 2 or 3 seconds. But now that he's making his decisions a little bit quicker, he's picking up positive yards.
10 seconds remain in the first quarter. C.J. Evans picks up a block from Jam Vincent on the screen pass and gains about 13 yards on the play. Good for a first down, and that will wrap up this first quarter of play. And the first quarter is going to end at Connally 7, Robinson 3. And boy, do we have a good one in store for you tonight. You are listening to Connally Cadet Football on 365 Sports, Rogue Sports Network, and 107.9 The Bull.
Baylor Scott and White, Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, the team physicians for Baylor Athletic, specializing in diagnosing and treatment of any and all sport-related injuries. Celebrating over 2 decades of service to Central Texas, they tackle all surgical and non-surgical problems that arise from an active lifestyle. Trust the doctors that Baylor trusts. And when injuries sideline you, don't wait for Monday. Join us at 8:30 on Saturday morning for a post-game injury evaluation clinic. Baylor Scott and White, Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics. We get you back in the game. Baylor Scott and White, Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, the team physicians for Baylor Athletic, specializing in diagnosing and treatment.
All right, start of the second quarter here in Connally inside Robinson territory. And they still don't have the chain gang set on the far side of the field, so give them just a moment to do so. Again, you see Katie Linval in a arm sleeve you cannot miss. It is bright yellow, and I've confused it for a flag almost a couple of times here tonight. Jam Vincent in motion with the bright green gloves, and it's going to be Braden Ford maybe gaining a yard or two at best on first down. But again, it's the positive yards to start the series, which is crucial for Connally to have success.
And you got to keep sticking it in his belly like that to keep them honest. If you get away from it like they did last week, then you become one-dimensional, and you're not going to beat this team playing one-dimensional.
Second down. After the 2-yard gain, 8 yards to go for a first down, and it's a play-action pass into double coverage, but caught by Jam Vincent, and then he runs backwards. Who knows why, but he's got enough for a first down, and he's athletic enough to get rid or to get away with a decision like that. But Jam Vincent good for a first down after a gain of about 11 on the play.
Did you see how he caught that ball like it was like it was a Nerf ball. His hands are really, really good.
But what a strike by Caden Kaufman to put it in the only spot between two defenders where Jam Vincent could have got that one and brought it down.
And you're probably going to see that most of the night, because I don't think one player out here can cover Jam Vincent if you just want to get real about it. But if Kaufman's going to be throwing dimes like that, it's going to be a real long night for the
play calling for the Connally Cadets tonight. How do you like it?
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Where has this been all season long?
1st and 10. Connally Cadets moving down the field yet again. Quick out route to Jam Vincent. Gets away from the defender. And something that I've noticed that the offensive staff has also noticed, Robinson playing cover 0, no safeties deep, but they have to play their corner so far back.
Yes.
They're doing the old Dallas Cowboys where it's like, here, we'll give you 10 yards. All you got to do is run a 5-yard curl route, and you've got a good completion for a solid gain.
Exactly. And what's going to happen is they're going to start creeping up, and you're going to hit them with a double move, and you're going to find somebody in the end zone.
2nd and 5 after the second straight Jam Vincent completion. And now here's going for number 3. He one-hand grabs that one, stiff arms, tries to hurdle, and he is good for another 4 yards. That'll set up 3rd and maybe 1 or 2, depending on where the official mark is going to be where he went out of bounds. And he's actually going to be about 2 yards short, maybe 3 yards short on the 3rd down. So 3rd and 3 coming up for the Connally Cadets inside the 30-yard line, marked at the 28 inside Robinson territory. This has been the Jam Vincent drive, and it's going to be another Jam Vincent pass to Jam, and he's good for a first down. That is 4 straight touches for Jam Vincent.
Well, I mean, I guess Jam Vincent must have said, Coach, let's go. Let's do this, because, and now they're going to start creeping over.
Yep.
And I'm telling you, something is going to open up here with somebody else across the field, because they know their ball's going to Vincent.
I think a sluggo, stop-and-go type route is a perfect opportunity. Caden Kaufman is immediately pressured, and Kaufman's going to go down after a sack. And that was number 21, along with number 10, Dylan Anderson and Gage Sanders in the backfield to get the sack. And that's going to lose about 7 yards for the Connally Cadets. Quick substitution, and Sean Howard, the sophomore, is going to come off the field on that offensive line. And he's going to be replaced by Clyde Brewington on that right tackle spot. And now a play-action pass over the middle and just misses Chris Nobles. Chris Nobles has the only touchdown in this game scored on a similar-looking play.
He had him. He had him right there, too, but the pressure, he just didn't have enough time to set his feet and get a little bit more on that ball.
The pressure from Robinson's defense, though, again, we talked about it before, they like to disguise their blitzes and act as though, show the quarterback as though they're not bringing pressure, and then all of a sudden, here comes 3 extra guys.
Exactly.
3rd and long. Caden Kaufman, and it is a screen pass. It looked like Braden Ford was not expecting it, although he was the one running the screen. Very odd-looking play, but 4th and a mile coming up. I'd imagine this might be a pooch punt from the quarterback.
Well, both of those last 2 plays that were ran were very well called plays, and they were there. The execution was poor on those. Conley's going to have to keep the intensity going and can't make mistakes like that if they're going to try to get this win tonight.
4th and about 16, and Caden Kaufman is going to get sacked.
Tyler Hill.
Tyler Hill comes up with a big sack for the Robinson Rockets on 4th down, and not only is it a big sack, it is a momentum-shifting type of play. You can hear the crowd now. They are on their feet, and this is the most lively this atmosphere has been all night.
Yeah, I mean, all it takes is a play like that for momentum to change sidelines. But I'll have to say this, I'm okay with what the Connally offensive coaches are doing. They're trying to stay with it. They're taking risks. They're keeping their foot on the gas, and that's what you have to do. You can't come out here and play not to lose. You got to play to win, and that's what they're trying to do tonight. Now they just need the defense to step up again like they've done so far tonight.
Katie Linville, press coverage on the top of your screen right there, as he will be up in the grill, the wide receiver. Back to pass. It's McCurdy. He's got a seam route down the middle of the field. Falls incomplete, just about a yard too deep. The intended receiver, Dylan Medlock.
Yeah, Medlock slipped behind him. I don't know how that happened. He had 2 people chasing him, but you got to know when Medlock's out there, if he hits the seam, he's gone.
And I've never been a huge fan. I know if you're lined up a guy and he's faster than you and they've got speed on the edge, I've always thought, get your hands in his chest before and slow off the timing between wide receiver and quarterback instead of just giving them a free run down the field. I've never understood that.
Exactly. Get in his way.
And that is going to be a run by Evan Marino. Evan Marino makes a man miss. He gets to the outside. Evan Marino, 30 yards down the field. Stiff arm tackled by Katie Linville.
That was a great tackle by Linville. They just ran a little cross trap. And it just opened up a hole just big enough for a truck to go through. And when you give Marino that much space, he's gone.
And Evan Marino breaks his longest run of the evening of about 34. And it'll be 1st and 10 inside the 30-yard line at the 29 for the Robinson Rockets. And again, they're going on a drive. It's Evan Marino, another run. He is brought down. First man there was number 5. That's Jalen Davis, who has been pretty active on the defense side of the ball here tonight.
I mean, you got to get your opportunities when you can, and Davis is just making his hay while the sun's still out. I mean, when you get out there, you got to make these plays, and the defense knows that they've done pretty good so far tonight, but they've got to stop him from getting a touchdown here.
6-yard carry for Marino, and a whistle stops this one and blows it dead. False start against the Robinson Rockets. That'll push them back 5 yards. It will set up around a 2nd and 9. False start coming from a wide receiver or a tight end is the most frustrating. If it bothers me up here in the booth, I can imagine a coach on the sideline. It just grinds their gear to no end.
Like, where was he going?
Yeah. So reset at the original line of scrimmage. Bryce McCurdy trying to scramble. He's got pressure, tries to get out of it, and he flicks it out of bounds. It'll go incomplete. There was an intended receiver, Evan Marino, in the area, and that'll be a 3rd and 10 coming up. And now Daniel Hancock and Bryce McCurdy, a little sportsmanship there, a little gamesmanship.
You know, that's the second time I've seen a player on the opposite team help another player with his pass.
It's a respectful rivalry.
Well, you know, these kids know each other. I mean, they see each other at the Y. They see each other at the mall. I mean, this is a backyard brawl, but after it's over, it's over.
3rd and 10, and it is a screen pass. This is to Medlock, and Medlock brought down, and the one defending was Raheem Fluker. That's a guy that you and we've been impressed with consistently all season long, especially open field tackles just like that one. And now here comes 4th and 5. And what feels like an absolute must-stop for the Connally Cadets, and it feels like a must-convert for the Robinson offense.
Early in this game, we've had a lot of that. They've got to stop. If they can stop them and get them off the field right here, man, that's a win for the Connally Cadets.
7 minutes, 38 seconds remain in the first half of play. It's a 7-3 lead for the Connally Cadets. And the Robinson Rockets driving here on
Marino.
4th down. They're trying to convert, and it'll be McCurdy back to pass, and McCurdy finds him. Good for a touchdown. That's Dylan Medlock. And the Robinson Rockets have taken their first lead of the game.
That's right in his wheelhouse. That young man can run a slant all day long. I mean, he's tall, he's fast, and he's got great hands. That play right there was open from the very beginning. I don't know if Connally thought they were going to run that ball or what they were doing, but I probably would have had a safety kind of playing deep, shading towards his side.
30-yard touchdown pass from McCurdy to Medlock with an extra point through the uprights, and the Robinson Rockets take a 3-point lead, 10-7. 7.5 remaining in this first half of play.
For more than 70 years, Community Bank and Trust has established a strong legacy of care and trust. Time and technology have changed. Checking and savings accounts haven't gone away. We still provide home loans, business loans, and personal loans. And we also offer state-of-the-art digital banking options. In a world where banking can feel impersonal, we still believe in one-on-one personal care. Community Bank and Trust, a legacy of dependability.
Member FDIC.
Big time drive there from Robinson, starting inside their own 30-yard line. They get it to the Connally Cadet 30-yard line before they hit a 30-yard strike on 4th and 5 to Dylan Medlock for the score, and they take their first lead in this game with 7:17 remaining in the first half of play. Now the Connally Cadet offense has to respond with a score of their own. And that ball over the head of Jam Vincent. It will go into the end zone, and the Connally Cadets will get it at about the 25-yard line.
It's the old cliche. It's like a heavyweight fight right now. I mean, you know, they're throwing blows, they're taking blows, they're blocking blows, they're getting some in, and they're taking some. So now it's time for the Connally Cadet offense to do what they've been doing the whole first part of this game.
Yeah, it's, you know, kind of that old Rocky saying, it's not about how hard you can hit. Right. It's about how hard you can get hit and how long you can keep going after you get hit.
That's right.
This game feels like it's going to be a longevity game.
Exactly.
Who's going to stay in it to the third, fourth quarter when both teams are tired? Because right now there's a lot of knockout blows.
Yeah.
But who's going to take enough body blows to finish this thing off?
Exactly.
A run up the middle, and it's Braden Ford trying to bounce to the outside. He breaks plenty of tackles for a first down. And Braden Ford is just an elusive, very tough runner, hard to bring down, and we saw it right there, 11-yard gain, and where he probably ran about 20 yards to get the first down.
He's one of those kids who's instinctively is able to run behind his pads better than any young man I've ever seen. That I don't know if that's coaching or if that's just his instinct, but he runs behind his pads, he seeks the hole, and he runs hard.
1st and 10, ball at the 35-yard line. And another run up the middle to Braden Ford, and he is going to get positive yards. Tackle there made by Cash Clear, the outside linebacker, junior for this Robinson Rockets team.
I like the multiplicity, if that's a word, but that the Connally Cadet offense has shown. You know, like one series you're throwing the ball to Jam quite a bit. Then the next series you're running the ball. They're mixing things up. They're giving everybody a chance to touch the ball, and that keeps the defense on its heels.
Right now, 2 running backs set, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper after the fake to Javion King. And that'll bring up 3rd and 7. Now, one thing that we saw in the I believe it was the opening drive of the game. It was Jam Vincent got in there at quarterback and ran a couple of plays running a read option. I wouldn't mind them going back to that well at some point in time to try to continue to set something up, and maybe he can even throw a deep ball to K.D. Linville. We've seen that been called a wide receiver pass this season after his 2 years of starting at quarterback on varsity.
Yeah, he dropped a dime that night, and that was Linville's probably first drop of the season.
3rd down and 7. Caden Kaufman out to scramble. He's going to try to run for it. Open field tackle brings him down. And what a play that was made by Landon Armis. And that'll set up 4th and about 5. And the Connally Cadet offense is going to leave the field, and the punt team will be coming out. That was probably the last thing Connally needed to do. They got a first down on the first series, and then the following series, after that first down conversion, went 3 and out and is now forced to punt back to this Robinson Rockets offense, who seemed to get something going on their previous possession that ended in a touchdown.
They really did. They were just on the shoulders of
A
Moreno.
high snap brought in by Martinez Tejas, nearly blocked, and it will go and be downed at about the 46-yard line. And now the Connally defense is going to have to answer the call.
Yeah, they're going to have to. I mean, they put up a good fight so far, but, I mean, the bend don't break thing, it works, but you've got to be able to stop the big plays, and you've got to be able to focus on stopping Moreno.
Well, and here's the one thing that you and we've mentioned before is it's not necessarily the first halves where Connally's getting beat. It's coming out into the third quarter, fourth quarter, where things start to get a little shaky for this Connally Cadet defense.
Yeah, it's like the adjustments made just don't help them.
Or they just get worn out, or whatever it is.
Whatever it is, yeah.
1st and 10. And now it is McCurdy at quarterback, Evan Marino at running back, and Marino takes it to the right side of that offensive line, and he is just in a rugby scrum to get as many yards as he possibly can. Darian Scott was in on that stop, and a gain of about 4 for Marino and Robinson. Again, that is the perfect first down play to start a drive if you're the Robinson Rockets.
Yeah, you want to get 4 to 5 yards every time you touch the ball. I mean, and they're okay with the clock, ticking away because they've got a lead.
Right over 4 minutes to play in this first half, and it is a Rockets lead 10-7. And it'll be Marino out of the shotgun. He gets another 4-yard carry, and that sets up 3rd and 2.
Like that was Roy hit on that tackle in there that time. I sometimes get hit and I get is it Cox? I get them mixed up. Those numbers are always right.
Very similar in there, and then
they look like
when you get the big uglies and their jerseys get all scrunched up and they've been getting pulled and tugged and rolling around down there on the turf. Yeah, things get. Life as a broadcaster is not as glorious as they make it out to be.
It's not.
3rd and 2, big stop opportunity here for the Connally Cadet defense, and it is going to be a run, and he's breaking free. It's Evan Marino. He's good for 55 yards and a touchdown. His first of the night. Evan Marino adds touchdown number 16 to his regular season resume.
That actually was a very good play. It was just a counter to the short side of the field. I say short side, it was the wide side, but they had everybody stacked on the right side of the offense, and he's just a counter, and he had one man to beat, and Jam Vincent just kind of came in. He didn't protect the edge, and Evan Marino just hit the corner and was gone.
And the extra point, true as true can be, and all of a sudden, in a blink of an eye, a 4-point lead for Connally has now turned into a 10-point deficit in a matter of 2 possessions. And how quickly the tables can turn, we'll be right back. Following a punt by Connally, the Robinson Rockets took the lead, and they have now extended that lead from 3 to 10 with a touchdown run of 55 yards from Evan Marino, who has had a season for the record books here for the Robinson Rockets. It's Jam Vincent trying to make something happen, but he's brought down before the 20-yard line, and he'll be just short of it. Dropped to the 18, 1st and 10 coming, and they've got the length of the field to go to try to narrow the gap.
So what I'm doing here is I'm coming out with Jam Vincent, in his little Wildcat package. I want to see what that looks like. I'm going to come out with remember the stuff they ran last week against China Spring where they had the trips out there and they had Daniel Hancock out there as a blocker. I'm doing some of those things. I'm going to put maybe KD Linville in, Jam Vincent, and let him throw the ball, because you think when he gets the ball back there in the Wildcat, most of the time he's going to run it.
4 wide receivers set, 1 running back, and it is going to go to Braden Ford. Now, Braden Ford's going to break one of his own. Braden Ford says, anything you can do, I can match. And it's a big gain for Braden Ford as he passes the 50-yard line down at the 49, and a big 40-yard gain for the running back.
They got to keep that. They've got to keep the foot on the gas. I mean, you can't play not to lose. You got to play to win.
And another play-action pass. Caden Kaufman's going to try to hold on to it this time. Now he's going to scramble, make something out of nothing. That play looked as though it could have been detrimental. He made the first man miss, was able to gain about 4 yards on the carry, and that sets up second down.
You know, I noticed week 1 at Academy that Caden Hoffman is a pretty good athlete. He gets out there, he can run with the ball, and I think they're starting to see that now, and these defenses are going to have to start respecting that.
4 wide receivers, 3 wide receivers to the left, and a handoff to Braden Ford. He tries to cut it back to the weak side, just nothing to do there. And the first man on that tackle was Dylan Anderson. Dylan Anderson has had a good game for this Robinson Rockets run defense.
He really has. He's able to hold his ground and fight off his blocks, and that's what you have to do in a situation like this. You don't want to get pushed back, and you don't want them to gain one side or the other.
Trips to the left yet again, 3rd and 4. And the Connally Cadets play action pass out wide to Katie Linval. He's got enough for a first down. He'll go out of bounds, and that'll be a new set of downs for the Connally Cadets. And Katie Linval's first catch of the game.
This is definitely what the Connally Cadet offense needed to do in this drive. They've got to get points here. Even if it's 3, they just can't give the ball back to Robinson without a score.
And a play action pass, and it is all the way to the far side of the field. That is Ty Brown, and Brown will go out of bounds after a gain of about 12 on the play and get a first down.
I mean, I think this is probably the first time this season that this Connally Cadet offense has used all their weapons as effectively as they have so far tonight.
2-minute warning, 1:57 remaining in this first half. Connally Cadets driving down by 10. Coming out of the 2-minute break, and a false start. A false start on Leo White, and that is going to set the Connally Cadets back. 15 to go on first down, and it is ball on the 27-yard line. Jam Vincent at quarterback, and Jam Vincent makes a man miss, and now he's going to get to the outside. Jam Vincent pushed out of bounds after a gain of about 3 on the carry, and that'll be second down coming up following the false start. 2nd and 13 after Jam Vincent gets a few on the carry. And the clock will stop at 1:46. And Caden Kaufman will look to the far side of the field. He's got Jam Vincent one-on-one coverage, but there is a flag, and the underthrow may have helped cause a defensive pass interference. And if you're going to miss on a fade route, you want to miss short.
You want to miss short, because that receiver's trying to come back through the defensive player. You're going to get that call every time.
And we're going to see what the official call is. They're already moving the ball up. They haven't made the call, but that is pass interference on the defense, and that'll be an automatic first down as well. Robinson fans not thrilled about it. I wonder why.
No.
Seemed like a fair call to me.
Hey, looked fair to me. I mean, I saw hands. I saw hands on him. Saw hands on him.
Now you've got Javion King coming out here, and he's going to line up in the slot. He's your backup running back. And you've also got C.J. Evans on the same side as Javion King. If you see him in the slot, number 10 right there towards the bottom of your screen. And you've got Jam Vincent lined up one-on-one coverage at the 10-yard line there at the top. Braden Ford lined up slightly behind Caden Kaufman, and now Kaufman looking at Jam, and it is a jump ball at the goal line. Jam Vincent, touchdown. Connally Cadet, bam, Builders, touchdown.
I mean, when you've got him one-on-one, I'm not understanding what the Robinson coaches are seeing, but when you've got him one-on-one over there, I'm going there every time, especially in a situation like this. I mean, all he's got to do is wall him off, and you throw the ball up high enough for Jamari Vincent to just jump up and grab it.
A 10-yard touchdown pass, just a one-on-one rebound for Jam Vincent, and he's going to bring that down 10 times out of 10.
He boxed him out. Coach Nell will be proud of that.
High snap brought in nicely by Katie Linville, and the extra point is good to drop the lead down to about 3 with 1:33 remaining. Connolly's defense needs one more stop to go into the break. We'll be right back.
For more than 70 years, Community Bank and Trust has established a strong legacy of care and trust. Time and technology have changed. Checking and savings accounts haven't gone away. We still provide home loans, business loans, and personal loans. And we also offer state-of-the-art digital banking options. In a world where banking can feel impersonal, we still believe in one-on-one personal care. Community Bank and Trust, a legacy of dependability.
Member FDIC.
That's another Cadet touchdown, brought to you by View Homes Waco. Now building in Robinson and Lorena, these beautiful, energy-efficient homes offer modern designs, open floor plans, and family-friendly prices, all from a builder you can trust. Don't miss your chance to find your perfect fit close to home. Call 254-602-4737 to learn more. View Homes Waco, building life's greatest view.
The Connally Cadets respond in the only way they could have right there. After going down by 10, they respond with a touchdown drive of their own with 1:33 remaining in the first half of play. And the ensuing kickoff is being returned by Ryan Jarrow. And Ryan Jarrow gets to the 50-yard line before he's brought down. And the Robinson Rockets starting off in great field position.
Man, that was a great return by Jarrow. I mean, that's something that the Cadets really didn't need to do right there. You gave them half the field, and they don't need half the field to move the ball. Now, you're going to see a lot of Marino right here. We already know that. But you got to be careful to respect the quarterback as well, because he'll pull it. McCurdy will pull it, and you also got Medlock.
Both teams have 2 timeouts with 1:33, actually under 1:33 now, 1:24. And there was a penalty that will bring the Robinson Rockets back. Actually, he got tackled at midfield, so I wasn't sure why they had the sticks as far up as they did. But either way, 1:24 remaining, both teams 2 timeouts left, a lot of football left to be played. When you get possession to start at the 50-yard line, and you're this Robinson Rockets high-powered offense.
Yeah, you definitely don't need to do them any favors right here, but they've got to just stiffen up and hold them this 1:24. But the worst thing you could do is let them score here.
Medlock, Vincent, bottom of your screen. Great one-on-one matchup there. McCurdy back to pass. He goes far side of the field, and Katie Linville is trying to beat him to a foot race, and a flag thrown. And Katie Linville is going to order some nachos. He's ran all the way to the concession stands just about, but I don't think he realizes that there's a flag on the play, probably in the area of defensive holding. It was thrown in the secondary.
It was.
while those two were kind of battling it out, but I didn't see a whole lot of contact.
I didn't either. And Coach Garrick is talking with the official that threw the flag. He's like, that ball was uncatchable. Like, can you throw a flag if it's uncatchable? The ball was way over his head.
They're going to call pass interference. Now, the only thing I can think of that we can't really see from our vantage point was Katie Linval grabbed and pulled him back.
Maybe.
And Katie Linval kind of got the head start there. That's really the only thing I can think of, but also that ball was about 20 yards ahead of any nearest defender or offensive player.
Exactly. That ball was totally uncatchable if it, in the definition of the word uncatchable.
Oh, it's textbook. And Evan Marino brought down one-on-one, and that was Camden Durant, favorite of ours. On the
No Flash.
Mr. No Flash.
Well, he's got
two wristbands.
What?
Stepped up his game a little bit.
I did tell him we called him Mr. No Flash.
Oh, that's why he said, I got to at least put some wristbands
on.
on.
Show something.
Out route completed right at the line to gain for our first down. And they are going to – oh, there's a flag thrown and a holding. So that will push Robinson back 10 yards after Caden Coe picked up the holding penalty, and it'll set up 2nd and 16.
I mean, when you see your offensive lineman grabbing and holding, what that tells me is that Connally defensive line is getting after it, and they're beating some people and having to grab them to slow them down. That's what you want.
McCurdy back to pass. Same exact play, same exact result. A catch good for about 6 yards, and that was complete to Braden Terry. So they'll get back to the original line of scrimmage, 3rd and 10 now at the 35-yard line, and there is 46 seconds remaining in this first half of play, up by 3.
That's a lifetime for this type of an offense.
They need 10 yards to move the chains, probably about 4 or 5 to go for it on 4th down. It's Evan Marino, and he's got plenty of space. He's got blockers out in front. Evan Marino down at the 10-yard line, and he was finally brought down by Adrian Hernandez.
Hernandez just saved a touchdown right there. That screen worked perfectly.
And it was called at the perfect time.
Yeah, it was. It was. I mean, that was good.
30 seconds. And still timeouts to work with. Both teams have 2 of them. I don't know why you're not taking one if you're Coach Terry Garrick. And Evan Marino brought down after a gain of maybe a yard at best on 2nd down coming up. A timeout finally called, this one by Robinson. And the Rockets will take a quick break. They'll have one more remaining with 20 seconds left on the clock in this first half of play.
Tough Shed is #1 for a reason. We started building sheds in 1981. Most of them are still standing. That's because our sheds are made to last right here in the USA. Customize yours to get exactly what you want. Then, we deliver and install for you. With finance and payment options, you might be surprised at how affordable a Tough Shed is. Design your dream shed or garage at toughshed.com and visit our Waco showroom located at 7705 Woodway Drive near Santa Fe Drive. Dream, design, deliver, install. Tough Shed.
$20 seconds remain, and a big screen pass of about 25 yards gets the Robinson Rockets inside Connally's 10-yard line.
What's your play call right here? What are you doing?
If you're Robinson, I'm handing it off.
I'm giving it to
Marino. I'm handing it off to Marino. You got a timeout left. Why not? You got 20 seconds. And a play-action pass wide open is Terry on the flats, and Katie Linval misses the tackle, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Robinson.
Wow, that was wide open. I think Connally thought they were going to hand the ball off to Marino as well, but you got to make that tackle right there. I mean, I know Katie's going both ways. I know that young man is giving it all he can, but right there, you got to make that tackle. He just kind of slid off of him and let him just scamper in for 6.
And the extra point is good with 12 seconds remaining in the half. It's a 10-point lead. Rockets 24, Connally 14.
At Casa Olay, we're proud to celebrate serving our guests delicious Tex-Mex specialties since 1973. We've been committed to quality and fresh ingredients used in the daily preparation of our menu items. Celebrate with us as we enjoy appetizers, Tex-Mex favorites, enchiladas, burritos, and tacos. You can order online or pick up your favorites at Casa Olay, takeout, delivery, catering, or enjoy the atmosphere of Casa Olay, serving delicious Mexican food for over 50 years. 725 North Loop 340 in Belmead or at CasaOlay.com.
After my first car accident, I feared the biggest damage would be to my wallet. I expected a mountain of bills and a long, drawn-out process. But my Texas Farm Bureau insurance agent was there when I needed her and helped me get back on my feet and in my car in no time. Instead of a hassle, I got reassurance and a quick recovery.
Stop by and see our agents at one of our 3 McLennan County locations.
On the ground.
And it'll be a squib kick, as D. Brown predicted. And this will be returned around the 25 and dropped down at the 30. And Katie Linval going at it on the far side of the field. No harm, no foul. Just a little extracurriculars after the whistle. And it'll be 8 seconds left. I imagine this is a knee out or a run up the middle just to see if you can pop something big. That's one thing for me is I've never really understood taking a knee in the first half, unless you're in like your own 10-yard line or something. Right. But, man, at least hand the ball off. You don't know what's going to pop.
You never know. They're in prevent. You bust through there. You get one block, and he's gone.
You never know. So we'll see here. It doesn't look like he's in the victory formation by any means, but we'll see with 4 wide receivers what Coach Garrett calls up here on what could be the last play of the first half. It is a run up the middle for Braden Ford, and Braden Ford gets close to the sideline. He tries to break it free, and there was 1 second left on the clock when he ran out of bounds.
Home cooking.
But there is a penalty and the area of holding against the Connally Cadets. This one looks to be coming back and probably will end
the quarter,
the first half. So they are going to accept the penalty. They're going to accept the penalty and have Connally play this down. I assumed if they had declined it, it would just go into the first half or go into halftime, but instead it's going Kevin Brown is going to accept this penalty. No, there we go. Okay. Declined.
Yeah.
Going to half. I was like, that was a weird accept because you're putting your defense at another possible chance to
give up
a big play maybe.
Give up points.
So
exactly.
Well, after the first half of play, a hard-fought one, a good, well-played game, 24-14. The Connally Cadets trail at the break, and we'll take it with them. We'll be right back for our halftime report, which is brought to you by Texas Contracting Solutions.
Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
Hi, I'm Dana Hassel, President and CEO of American Bank. Waco is a great place for business, and for more than 70 years, American Bank has been the bank for business. We continue to invest in our growing community with state-of-the-art branches conveniently located to serve you within minutes. Our experienced bankers, lenders, and decision makers work directly with business owners like you every day, providing tailored solutions, timely answers, and local insights face-to-face. Schedule a meeting with one of our bankers today and find out what makes American Bank the bank for your business. Member FDIC.
At Sturdy Steel, we build more than grandstands and press boxes. We build the spaces where communities come together. Based in Texas and serving communities nationwide, we're proud of our reputation for dependable, high-quality work and strong client relationships that stand the test of time. From concept to installation, our team of skilled drafters, welders, and installers takes pride in delivering seating solutions designed to last. With a focus on dependability, transparency, and service, we're here to make the unique needs of architects, contractors, schools, and venues across the country. We ensure every project is seamless, sturdy, and ready for generations of fans to enjoy. That's Sturdy Steel. The Connally Football Halftime Show is sponsored by Casa Olay. We're proud to celebrate serving our guests delicious Tex-Mex specialties since 1973 and located at North Loop 340 in Belmead.
Texas State Technical College. We believe when you invest in your future, you deserve results. That's why we're proud to offer our money back guarantee program, where if you don't receive a job offer within 6 months after graduating, we'll refund your tuition. Now that's peace of mind. Visit tstc.edu for all the details. Texas State Technical College, home of the money back guarantee.
At Casa Olé, we're proud to celebrate serving our guests delicious Tex-Mex specialties since 1973. We've been committed to quality and fresh ingredients used in the daily preparation of our menu items. Celebrate with us as we enjoy appetizers, Tex-Mex favorites, enchiladas, burritos, and tacos. You can order online or pick up your favorites at Casa Olé. Takeout, delivery, catering, or enjoy the atmosphere of Casa Olé, serving delicious Mexican food for over 50 years. 725 North Loop 340 in Belmead, or at CasaOlé.com.
Pizza, burgers, and Bears football. There's no place around Waco that serves them all other than Bubba's 33. Come show your green and gold and enjoy some of Waco's best food and beverages while watching your favorite team, the Bears. When real Bears fans get hungry, Bubba's 33 is the #1 spot for ice-cold drinks, hand-stretched, stone-baked pizzas, and bacon-infused burgers. Join us for indoor or patio dining. Bubba's 33, Waco's restaurant and proud supporter of Baylor Bears football. Sick 'em, Bears!
The Motor Trend Truck of the Year is at Allen Samuels in Waco. It's the Make This the Summer Event Drive. Get a 2025 Ram Lone Star Crew Cab, $11,000 off MSRP plus 3.9 for 72 months. Or grab the award-winning 2025 Ram Half Ton Laramie Crew Cab with $15,000 off plus 3.9% for 72. First responders an extra $500 off. Hot deals, big savings right now. Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Waco.
Come by. Let's be friends.
Texas Contracting Solutions is the premier name in Central Texas for select remodels and new construction efforts. With an extremely talented team, Texas Contracting Solutions can review your next project. With evolving landscape of real estate in Waco, whether you're looking to fix up your home before putting it on the market, looking to remodel a space in your home or business, Texas Contracting Solutions will help your plan every step of the way. Texas Contracting Solutions is committed to keeping your project on track, updating you on progress to bring to life your vision. Make sure you avoid any contractors in the area who do not manage with as much grace towards helping you understand as we do. Contact Texas Contracting Solutions today for your next project. Texas Contract Solutions, or email Mark at texascontractingsolutions.com or call him 254-424-1734.
Cajun Crab and Shrimp Bar and Grill offers a wide variety of seafood, including fresh fish, ceviche, oysters, shrimp cocktails, and much more. Join Cajun Crab and Shrimp Bar and Grill for their grand opening on Thursday, September 12th. There will be tons of raffles and giveaways, including TVs, gift cards, free food samples, and drinks. Visit them located at 340 North Loop in Belmead for their lunch specials. Cajun Crab and Shrimp Bar and Grill, your local Cajun restaurant. See you on September 12th.
The Connally Football Halftime Show is sponsored by Casa Olé. We're proud to celebrate serving our guests delicious Tex-Mex specialties since 1973 and located at North Loop 340 in Belmead.
This is your halftime report brought to you by Texas Contracting Solutions, rapidly becoming the IT name in Central Texas for select remodels and new construction offers. Connally Cadets go into the locker at the break, trailing by 10, 24-14. It was a hard-fought first half. Connally actually held the lead after the first quarter of play, then gave up a 10-point lead. That back-to-back, whenever the Robinson Rockets scored back-to-back touchdowns to go from down 7-3 to up 17-10 in a matter of 3 minutes, it felt like. That was a big shift that the Tides turned in that first half.
It really did. I mean, I'll be honest with you. On paper, like I said at the top of the broadcast, this Robinson Rocket team looked like they were just going to come out here and just kind of boat race them, do what they wanted to do. The Connally Cadet team has shown they've shown stamina, they've shown heart, and they're here to play. I love the offensive play calling that Coach Garrick and his staff put in. The way they did the onside kick to start the game, got the ball, went down and scored. I guess that right there set the tempo for what this team is doing. They also came out really, really strong on defense. They knew that this Rockets team was going to run the football, but yet they were able to make stops, get the ball, turn it over. Now, what they're going to have to do is complete that. You can't play half a game against a team like Robinson. A team like Robinson. You've got to be able to come out in the third quarter. And like we were talking earlier, Tanner, you do know that the third quarter has been a bugaboo for this team.
It's been an issue for the Connally Cadets all season long. It feels as though, last week against China Spring, you were leading at halftime by 3. You come out and you allowed 2 touchdowns right up from the back. You're now trailing going into the fourth quarter, and you can just never catch back up.
What I'd like to see them do is third quarter and they get the ball this time. So it's not always on the defense. Sometimes it's on the offense.
Unless Robinson's going to try a surprise onside kick, a double surprise.
We'll see.
If you're just now joining us, the Connally Cadets deferred the opening kickoff after winning the toss and then kicked a surprise onside kick on the opening kickoff.
Start the game off.
Recovered it, went down the field, scored a touchdown on the opening drive.
But they've got to come out in a good drive. This is just not really good enough. They can't go 3 and out. They've got to put points on the board. They've got to get down in the red zone, even if it's 3 points. They've got to, because right now it's a 2 possession game. So if you get 3 now, get 3 later, it doesn't really matter. But they've got to put points on the board. They got to get sustaining drives. They got to keep the ball for a little while because that Robinson Rockets offense, they're going to score. You've shown that you were able to stop them, but it seems like when they really want to get it, they can get it. You've got to see who's going to have the ball last, and you've got to continue to put points on the board.
No, you absolutely have to. And it's a good first half, still trailing by 10 and still a lot of work to do, much like what you see, yourself climbing up to get back into the district standings. You've got to start with this first half, or with this upcoming second half of that uphill battle. It starts now.
Yeah, it does.
And you have to get going in that third quarter, and you've got to get off to a hot start, much like you started this game, and taking away all the momentum that was gained by Robinson at the end of the first half.
Well, I imagine what you'll see, because, we were talking about the adjustments. Robinson did have a lot of momentum, and they took that from Connally, because Connally had it first. But I imagine what you're going to see when they come out in that third quarter, they saw that Jam Vincent was hard to stop. He was out here on the island. They're going to fix that. They're not going to continue to let him be one-on-one. Now, what you want to do with that, if you're Connally, then you put him in at your Wildcat quarterback. You put him at quarterback. He knows how to play quarterback. You want to keep them guessing. You have to play that game, and you want to put the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Kaufman has had a good night as far as distributing the ball. There have been a lot of people touching the ball, making a lot of big plays. They've got to continue to keep that defense uncomfortable and continue to realize that they're going to run the ball first, stop Marino, and they've got a chance to get back in this game.
Jam Vincent, about 10 catches, I'd imagine, touchdown in that first half. He really was the focal point of moving the ball down the field. Along with Braden Ford, I felt like there was a very good balance of pass run, different looks within the pass run for this Connally offense, and not abandoning it just because you're down by 10 points. I believe you can't just stop running the ball, because that was one of your biggest assets in the first half, was getting Braden Ford going on the ground game.
If they saw the same game we saw, the same first half we saw, you don't stop giving the ball to Braden Ford. Braden Ford was almost broke 2 or 3 to the house.
Right.
He's picking up chunks and chunks of yards. You've got to keep giving him the ball, but you also have to learn to use your other tools as well. You've got C.J. Evans, who's only got 1 touch, I believe, maybe 2. You've got to get the ball to him. You've got to give Katie Linville a couple of more touches. I mean, you've got players out there that you need to keep distributing the ball to. You've got Ty Brown. I mean, you've got Nobles. He's got a touchdown.
Yep.
Keep them just so they don't focus on one player, because if they're gonna be looking for Jam Vincent to do a lot here, and you can use him as a decoy, but you can also use him to get points on the board for you as well.
All right, let's go ahead and take another quick break. We'll be right back with more of your halftime report, brought to you by Texas Contracting Solutions.
Some say a dog is a man's best friend, but I tell you what, boys, better think again. 'Cause there ain't nothing better than some cows, pigs, and turkeys too. I love to cover them in sauce down at Rudy's Barbecue.
Bring all your friends to Rudy's for some tasty oak smoke barbecue.
Next in line.
First Central Credit Union's free reward checking gets you in the game. First Central pays 5% APR on checking accounts with no penalties. It's great returns with complete access to your cash. Get in motion with First Central's reward checking that refunds ATM fees nationwide. Enjoy an automatic savings feature that pays too. It's a snap to apply online at firstcentralcu.com.
Eligibility and qualifications apply. APY annual percentage rate. Member NCUA.
Hi, I'm Dana Hassel, President and CEO of American Bank. Waco is a great place for business, and for more than 70 years, American Bank has been the bank for business. We continue to invest in our growing community with state-of-the-art branches conveniently located to serve you within minutes. Our experienced bankers, lenders, and decision makers work directly with business owners like you every day, providing tailored solutions, timely answers, and local insights face-to-face. Schedule a meeting with one of our bankers today and find out what makes American Bank the bank for your business. Member FDIC.
Baylor Scott & White, Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, the team physicians for Baylor Athletics, specializing in diagnosing and treatment of any and all sport-related injuries. Celebrating over 2 decades of service to Central Texas, they tackle all surgical and non-surgical problems that arise from an active lifestyle. Trust the doctors that Baylor trusts. And when injuries sideline you, don't wait for Monday. Join us at 8:30 on Saturday morning for a post-game injury evaluation clinic. Baylor Scott & White, Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics. We get you back in the game.
Cajun Crab and Shrimp Bar and Grill offers a wide variety of seafood, including fresh fish, ceviche, oysters, shrimp cocktails, and much more. Join Cajun Crab and Shrimp Bar and Grill for their grand opening on Thursday, September 12th. There will be tons of raffles and giveaways, including TVs, gift cards, free food samples, and drinks. Visit them located at 340 North Loop in Belmead for their lunch specials. Cajun Crab and Shrimp Bar and Grill, your local Cajun restaurant. See you on September 12th.
At Texas State Technical College, we believe when you invest in your future, you deserve results. That's why we're proud to offer our money-back guarantee program, where if you don't receive a job offer within 6 months after graduating, we'll refund your tuition. Now that's peace of mind. Visit tstc.edu for all the details. Texas State Technical College, home of the money-back guarantee.
The Connally Football Halftime Show is sponsored by Casa Ole. We're proud to celebrate serving our guests delicious Tex-Mex specialties since 1973 and located at North Loop 340 in Belmead.
It's always around this time of the evening where I like to shout out everything it takes to put on a Texas high school football performance, whether that be the dance team, whether that be the band, whether that be concession volunteers, ticket volunteers, everyone working in the press boxes, the coaches, the players, all the fans in attendance. It is 2 communities, 2 high schools coming together and working extremely hard week after week after week to put on these types of events for everybody to enjoy. And it's just, at the end of the day, it's 2 communities coming together for one cause, and that's to see a good football game.
It really is. And, you know, you said an event. Like, these high schools here in Texas, they don't skimp.
No.
The stadiums are nice. The bands are dressed to the hilt. They've got all the different backdrops, and they've got drill teams, and they've got the Rockettes that are out here performing right now. I mean, they go all out. What that does is it's great entertainment for the people that come and watch, but it gives every kid in that school an opportunity to show what they can do. It gives everybody a chance to go out and perform and say, hey, this is what I do. And like I said, it's not cheaply done. Like, it's top quality. I mean, where else can you go and pay $6 or $7 to get in a football game, see a good football game, and a great halftime show? I mean, that's cheaper than the fair, man.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And that's why everybody likes to bring out the entire family. It's a nice night out on a Friday night.
Beautiful night.
And what a way to cap off a work week,
Man.
other than to go to a Texas high school football game and eat some nachos.
You're going to get some nachos,
I am craving some nachos. I typically look at the nachos. I'm like, yeah, that's a good choice tonight. I don't know if it's just what Robinson's got going on tonight, but that cheese is looking a different type of way.
It's calling you, man. It's calling you. Maybe we ought to send Brazos.
Well, you know what might happen is if at any point in this broadcast we have D. Brown running play-by-play and color,
you'll know.
And I'm gone for maybe 10 to 15 minutes or so.
We'll know.
It's because I've made a trip all the way down to the concession stand. I've smashed a whole order of nachos, and I'm working my way back up, I promise.
Just remember, you're wearing white.
I am wearing white, but guess what? We don't have cameras on us, so I'm okay with a little stain here and there. I've never claimed to be a clean eater by any stretch. This game has been a game where, again, we've talked about how well Connally has looked and how well they've played. They haven't really shot themselves in the foot with negative plays. It's more so been Robinson has just capitalized on more opportunities than the Connally Cadets have. Again, it's been a really well-played football game from both sides here tonight. When Connally comes out, what's something that we need to see from Connally in terms of taking and sucking the air out of this building that is one of the better atmospheres that we've had all season long?
They need to continue to do what they were doing at the very beginning of this football game. Take risk. They need to know that, hey, play loose. I mentioned that in the conversation I had with Coach Garrett earlier tonight. Get these kids to play loose. They've dropped 4 in a row. So that can tense you up and tighten you up and make you not want to, I don't want to mess up. But they've got to be comfortable, play loose, and let their athleticism show. They got to come out, be multiple. What I mean by being multiple is go back to the different formations. You know, put, like I said, Jam at quarterback, then spread him out. Then you got Katie Linville throwing the ball to Jam throwing it to Linville. You got your quarterback. You got to have him running the ball a little bit. You got to do all of these things to keep that defense, because you've got weapons all over the field. If you do that, I'm telling you can get back in this game.
Some the other 2 district games going on right now, and not only is this a close game, got close games going around the area as well. La Vega 28, China Spring 17 at halftime.
Oh, wow.
So China Spring also trying to give La Vega everything that they've got. The top 2 teams in the district right now in a dogfight, at least in the first half of play. Gatesville 28, Lorena 7 right now at halftime. So Gatesville controlling that one as we get this evening going. Some other scores that are non-district games: Waco 0, Killeen Ellison 35 at half. You've got the Belton Tigers 27, Waco University 18. Killeen Kangaroos 8, Temple Wildcats 20, Caldwell Hornets 0, Madisonville Mustangs 21. And I don't know if you have any other scores that you want to point out, but those are some scores around the area. We're going to go ahead and take a quick time out. When we come back, we'll either give you some more scores, some more updates, and maybe just take a listen to these incredible bands perform as well.
Hi, I'm Mark Stewart with Berg Colgan Ford. It's that time of year. It's football season. Berg Colgan Ford is a proud supporter of Connally High School football. BK Ford is proud to sell the #1 truck in Texas, the F-Series truck, led by our leading rusher, the F-150, 47 years in a row. Come see the largest showroom in Texas and experience better at Berg Colgan Ford.
Pizza, burgers, and Bears football. There's no place around Waco that serves them all other than Bubba's 33. Come show your green and gold and enjoy some of Waco's best food and beverages while watching your favorite team, the Bears. When real Bears fans get hungry, Bubba's 33 is the #1 spot for ice-cold drinks, hand-stretched, stone-baked pizzas, and bacon-infused burgers. Join us for indoor or patio dining. Bubba's 33, Waco's restaurant and proud supporter of Baylor Bears football. Sick 'em, Bears.
At Texas State Technical College, we believe when you invest in your future, you deserve results. That's why we're proud to offer our money-back guarantee program, where if you don't receive a job offer within 6 months after graduating, we'll refund your tuition. Now that's peace of mind. Visit tstc.edu for all the details. Texas State Technical College, home of the money back guarantee.
Established in 2007 and independently owned, Alliance Bank Central Texas is committed to helping families and businesses meet their financial goals. From their tellers to their board of directors, they know the importance of superior service and competitive products. Customers have confidence knowing that their financial needs are in good hands. It's your bank, Alliance Bank Central Texas, with 2 Waco locations, 4721 Bosque Boulevard and 191 Archway Drive on Highway 84, and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
This is Connally Cadets football. Here's Tanner Carlson and Dee Brown.
Tough Shed is #1 for a reason. We started building sheds in 1981. Most of them are still standing. That's because our sheds are made to last right here in the USA. Customize yours to get exactly what you want. Then we deliver and install for you. With finance and payment options, you might be surprised at how affordable a Tough Shed is. Design your dream shed or garage at toughshed.com and visit our Waco showroom located at 7705 Woodway Drive near Santa Fe Drive. Dream, design, deliver, install. Tough Shed.
For more than 70 years, Community Bank and Trust has established a strong legacy of care and trust. Time and technology have changed. Checking and savings accounts haven't gone away. We still provide home loans, business loans, and personal loans. And we also offer state-of-the-art digital banking options. In a world where banking can feel impersonal, we still believe in one-on-one personal care. Community Bank and Trust, a legacy of dependability.
Member FDIC.
That's another Cadet touchdown, brought to you by View Homes Waco. Now building in Robinson and Lorena, these beautiful, energy-efficient homes offer modern designs, open floor plans, and family-friendly prices, all from a builder you can trust. Don't miss your chance to find your perfect fit close to home. Call 254-602-4737 to learn more. View Homes Waco, building life's greatest view.
competing at the UIL Region 8 Marching Contest at Midway's Panther Stadium. Performance time is 9:30 a.m. Admission is free. The Pride of the Blue would like to wish the Cadet Band good luck and have a great show in their competitive season. The section of the week is the dance team. Woodwind performers of the week, Carmen Bowling and Reagan Cook. Brass performers, Isabella Castillo and John Adams. Percussion performer of the week is Jace Brown. Color guard performer of the week is Hannah Shaver.
And as we just about wrap up our halftime report here, brought to you by Texas Contracting Solutions, rapidly becoming the IT name in Central Texas for select remodels and new construction efforts. Both teams warming up, about to retake the field for this second half of play. And Datron, you got some games you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, I got a few more here. We got the Whitney Wildcats over the Maypearl Panthers, 37-6. You've got the Rayo Vista Eagles over the Bosqueville Bulldogs, 19-16. These games are all at halftime. You got the Clifton Cubs trailing the early Longhorns, 21-3. You got Glen Rose Tigers 56, Hillsboro Eagles 6. Yeah, that one's over. Frost Polar Bears 3, the Chilton Pirates 18. You got Waco. Oh, we already did that one. Mart Panthers 42, Hubbard Jaguars 0. And we've got the Italy Gladiators 0, Axtell Longhorns 35. Belton Tigers 27, Waco University 18. Here's a good one. You got Grandview Zebras 55 and Groesbeck Goats 3.
Oh, wow, there you go. Well, the Connally Cadets retaking the field right now. They have made halftime adjustments. We'll see what those look like compared to the adjustments that the Robinson Rockets have then made as well to counter the adjustments to the adjustments, if you will. And the Connally Cadets have to come out and play with a sense of urgency as though their season could possibly be on the line.
Yeah, most definitely. These next 2 quarters are super important. If they can get this win with this team right here that's right now sitting at the top of the district, that's going to give them a lot of momentum, and that's going to give them a little bit of I guess, I don't want to say swag, but it's going to give them a feeling of, hey, we can do this. And if they can get this win, maybe get one more or a couple more wins, then they could be fighting for, some playoff berth.
Yeah, well, the favorites right now in the district are currently sitting at number 1 and number 2 in the district, and that is La Vega and Robinson currently. And you'd have to think that with a loss to China Spring already, you're going to have to steal one if you're the Connally Cadets, and this is a perfect opportunity. Down by 10, however, you get the ball to start the third quarter of play after deferring on the coin toss, and you've got a little bit of an uphill battle to climb. But with that said, you can still take one here and steal it on the road against Robinson, and now you're looking at the remainder of your district schedule. You've got Gatesville, you've got Lorena, and you've got La Vega. You've got to feel confident at least 2 out of the next 3 could easily go your way if you can steal one here tonight against Robinson.
Exactly, and they have to remember there's a lot of football still left to play. We got 2 full quarters to play here, but it is important that they are efficient with every drive. If you don't get points out of the drive, at least flip the field. You've got to look at positives in every drive because, this Robinson Rocket team, once they smell blood, they're like a shark. They're going to just keep going and going and going, and before you know it, this could be ugly.
There's got to be a sense of urgency in the kickoff over the head of Jam Vincent into the end zone, out of the back of the end zone, and the Connally Cadet offense will take over at the 25-yard line to start this third quarter of play, and boy, are we in for an exciting second half here tonight.
I'm looking forward to what adjustments we're going to see because, like we said, this third quarter has always been a bugaboo. I want to see if they're still going to come out aggressive, if they're still going to, have multiple formations, if they're still going to be moving people around, if you're still going to have people in motion, or if they're just going to try to go, one thing.
What I'd like to see the Connally Cadets come out and play, and now they've got 5 wide receivers set here to open this drive off. And now Braden Ford right next to Katie Linval, and the snap goes over Caden Kaufman's head, and he's going to have to eat this one and go down, loss of about 10 on the play. And that is not the way you wanted to start off, with a bad snap over the head of the quarterback and the quarterback unable to wrangle that one in. Loss of 10 on first.
That's exactly what they needed to do. That was something that had not been seen all night. We don't know what could have come of that, but you got to get the operation down.
Wide splits on the offensive line, and the play action pass completed to Katie Linville, and Linville picks up about 15 on the play down at the 30-yard line. And what a great second down play to overcome the adversity on first down.
That was a great hands catch by Katie Linville because he was covered, but he just made a better play.
High snap again, but brought down. Braden Ford pushing for the first down, and he is going to get it by just about a half a yard, and that'll be enough for first. And the Connally Cadets, a new set of downs following the hiccup on first. Great way to get out of the jam. And another high snap over the head of Caden Kaufman, and this time he doesn't recover it. This time it is recovered by the Robinson Rockets.
Wow. That third quarter bugaboo, there it goes. There it goes. You've got to get the operation down. You've got to be able to do things like snap the ball to your quarterback.
Unbelievable turn of events. You had 3 plays. 2 of them went over the head of your quarterback, but 3 plays where the snap was high. And the third one, third time's the charm. It bit you.
And the really upsetting part about that is they were moving the ball. The formations that they were in, they were getting down the field.
Unbelievable. Bryce McCurdy leads his offense out onto the field for the first time in the second half inside the 20-yard line of the Connally Cadets. And it is a run to Evan Marino. Marino bouncing off defenders. Marino dragged down for a gain of about 6 on the board.
Marino's a little slow getting up right there.
Maybe rolled up on his ankle. Don't want to see a player of his caliber go down with an injury. He's been fun to watch here tonight, and you can see why he leads the team in almost every statistical category. It's going to be a quarterback keeper, Bryce McCurdy, to the outside. He's going to try to get to the corner, breaks the tackle, dives forward to the goal line. Touchdown, Robinson.
Like we discussed, that's exactly what they didn't need to happen. You just can't give a team like Robinson a short field like that. They're explosive. They smell the end zone, and you gave it to them in the red zone.
Extra point is good, and the self-inflicted wound results in 6 for the Robinson Rockets. They now lead 31-14 with under 2 minutes into the first or second half of play. We'll be right back. If you're the Connally Cadets, you cannot afford to give the ball up in your own territory, inside your own 20-yard line, and 3 plays later allow a touchdown. And this game has now busted wide open just minutes into the second half. And they kick through the end zone, a touchback. And Connally will try to reset after the snapping issues. I'm sure on the sideline, Caden Kaufman was working with the center, Leo White. And we've seen some inconsistencies from White at center throughout this season. It's not been every game, but there have been spurts where he does something along those lines, and we've had some high snaps in the past, and it just seems as though for maybe half a series or for a full series, his techniques of snapping the ball are just off.
It's almost like he glitches.
Yeah.
You know, I would, that's, for lack of a better way of explaining it, because he'll go fine and he'll go whole games where he's good.
Right.
But then he'll just have like these spurts, like you said, where he just kind of glitches and he can't seem to find the right spot.
1st and 10. Connally's offense back out onto the field, and it is Braden Ford with a run to the outside. Braden Ford breaks a tackle. Braden Ford close to the 50-yard line, and he gets a gain of about 25 on the carry.
If you're the Connally Cadets, you need to go. You need to go fast. You need to stay confident, and you need to try to put points on the board right here. You know, I like the no huddle, like nobody huddles anymore, but I like the fact that they're going fast and they're moving like they still have the confidence to put points on the board.
Just shy of the 50-yard line, and it is a run to Javion King this time to the right side of that offensive line, and a flag thrown near the end of the play, and maybe a late holding. And this could push the Connally Cadets back 10 yards. It looks like that is the direction in which the official is going to walk. Daniel Hancock, the recipient of that penalty.
That's an effort penalty. That young man is just playing his heart out there. I don't know. The Cadets seem to always do that. Big runs, big plays, and shoot themselves in the foot.
Gets it taken right back. Still 1st down following the big run. And a pass play from Kaufman, and he's pressured immediately. He sneaks away trying to run, and he's going to try to keep his legs churning. He gets about 4 yards out of it, but it'll still be 2nd and long. After Caden Kaufman and the pass play broke down, he had to scramble to get just enough. And now back up and running on 2nd and 14. Back to pass, and Jam Vincent looking for it, trying to locate it. He goes up and he gets it. Jam Vincent into the end zone. A Bam Builders Connally Cadets touchdown.
That's what happens when you put him on an island with one player. He's going to do that all night. It looks like he had like safety help over the top, but he came late because when Jam went up, there was just one person out there on him, and you can't do that. I'm not sure why the Robinson coach and staff is continuing to do that. But if they do that, then Coach Garrick is going to exploit it.
And that is Caden Kaufman's 3rd passing touchdown, 2nd one to Jam Vincent tonight. And the Connally Cadets trying to close this gap. Makes it a 10-point game with the extra point. And that will take us into the break. Connally 21, Robinson 31.
That's another Cadet touchdown, brought to you by View Homes Waco. Now building in Robinson and Lorena, these beautiful, energy-efficient homes offer modern designs, open floor plans, and family-friendly prices, all from a builder you can trust. Don't miss your chance to find your perfect fit close to home. Call 254-602-4737 to learn more. View Homes Waco, building life's greatest view.
55-yard touchdown reception for Jam Vincent's 2nd touchdown of the evening. Goes over the head of the defender and just pulls it down and makes this a 10-point game for the Connally Cadets. And like D. Brown was explaining to me, you don't have the miscue of the fumble going over the quarterback's head and essentially rewarding Robinson with an easy touchdown. This game could possibly be within a possession at this point.
It looks totally different at this point, and the momentum is probably right in the middle of the field, and somebody's going to grab it, you know?
And it feels like the momentum just a seesaw.
Yeah.
It's Connally, Robinson. They're taking turns here tonight with all the energy and the momentum of this game. It is returned. This is in the hands of Bear Washman. And Bear gets it all close to about the 50-yard line. That's been another thing. Robinson has started off in very good field position. The majority of their drives near the 50-yard line.
I think all but one drive. I think there was one time where they stopped the Cadets and They had a punt that got them down inside the red zone where they had to go like over 80 yards. But everything else has been pretty much midfield most of the night.
Ended up scoring a touchdown on that long drive, no less. But you're exactly right. Only one drive that has been further than just about a 60-yard drive, it seems like.
Yeah. Everything's been right there on the RR in the middle of the field.
And a run from Evan Marino. First man there was Jalen Davis. He has had an excellent game coming from the edge.
They're going quick. It's going back to Marino.
Empty set. And it is McCurdy. Back to pass. McCurdy scrambling. McCurdy trying to take off and run. He's got room to do so. He gets out of bounds. I think he's going to be just shy of that first down marker, but he makes it 3rd and 1.
McCurdy just barely got out of there, man. He had Wesley Turner hot on his heels. I mean, he was just a seam away from grabbing his jersey and getting him on the ground.
Third and 1. You can imagine it's going into the hands of number 5 in the backfield. He's been tough to stop all night long. Tight end in at number 0, Tyler Hill. Man in motion, that's Terry. Brings him in for another blocker, and a handoff up the middle to Marino. And it looks like he's got...
He looks short.
He
looks short.
He is about a yard,
yeah,
maybe half a yard short from the yard to gain. And obviously Robinson trotting
going back to him.
Their offense onto the field for this 4th down. And it's going to be the Connally defense here who can make a game-shifting stop if they can manage to keep number 5 from gaining half a yard. Watch McCurdy to keep it as well. And hey, it's exactly what happens. It's a quarterback keeper, and McCurdy's got plenty of room to run. McCurdy makes a man miss. McCurdy inside the 25, and McCurdy with a 20-yard carry on 4th and inches.
There's a flag on the play.
Now there is a flag. D was not yanking my chain. There is a flag, and it's in the area of holding, and Robinson coming all the way back. Now this could set up 4th and 10.
Yeah.
Wow. 4th and 10 coming up.
Yeah. What do you do now?
I think you got to punt.
Oh, most definitely.
But that's just me, the Waco Connally play-by-play guy.
You got to watch the fake punt, too.
And here comes the punt team for the Robinson Rockets. Now, we were watching Cannon Kappas in warm-ups, and he was booting the ball.
Hang time, at least 3 to 4 seconds.
So watch number 20 here. He's got himself a leg, and it's the first punt that we've seen here tonight. Kappas with a rugby-style punt, nearly blocked by Daniel Hancock, and it's going to go out of bounds just inside the 40-yard line, a net punt of about 15 yards.
That's fortunate for the Connally Cadets. The pressure got to him, and, man, he just kicked that right off the side of his foot. That ball goes straight up in the air, but it didn't go anywhere.
I'm curious if it wasn't partially blocked by Daniel Hancock, if he got a pinky nail on it to kind of give it the trajectory that it went out of bounds. But, again, at the end of the day, it's the Connally Cadets. They're going to get the ball at the 38-yard line and in favorable field position here to make this a one-score game.
And if it was blocked by somebody, it would be Daniel Hancock. I mean, it goes 100 to nothing.
Well, he's already got a block punt for a touchdown this season against Athens. 1st and 10. 3 wide receiver set. That's Jam Vincent, who has had a career game at wide receiver here tonight. And Braden Ford gets about 5 yards on the first down carry.
And that's what you want. That's how you want. You want to pick up yards like that. You want to stay ahead of the change. 4 to 5 yards on your first carry is really, really good. And if McConnally can continue to do this, they will get points on the board.
You know, I want to give kudos to the Robinson Rockets fan base, the crowd tonight. They've got vuvuzelas. They've got cowbells. They've got megaphones, sirens going on. They got about every noisemaker you could have. And right there, it might be working because you've got a false start against the Connally Cadet offensive line, and that's going to push him back 5 yards after you had already got first down, or a 5-yard gain on first down.
Yeah. I mean, you were sitting pretty right there. You were in a good position. Now you're just starting over.
One step forward, 2 steps back.
I mean, they got 8 men in the box right now. They're expecting Connally to run.
And that's exactly what they do, and it is going to be hit in the backfield. Broken tackle after broken tackle. Braden Ford tries to get loose. He's going to end up losing about 5 yards on the second down carry.
A slant would work perfectly right there. I don't know if they have the ability to audible, but, I mean, when you walk in 8 men up in the box like that, I mean, the middle of the field is wide open.
It was Cash Clare and Tyler Hill in the backfield on that stop. 5 wide receivers set, empty backfield, and it's a screen over the middle, and it's going to be brought down almost about as fast as it was caught by Braden Ford. And that'll set up 4th and long, and I imagine the punt team coming out for the Connally Cadets.
That was Landon Arms that made that tackle. He kind of read that play. I mean, the play was set up pretty nicely, but Arms just fought across the face of the blocker and was able to get there and make the play.
I don't like a 3rd down screen pass on 3rd and 15 inside your own 30-yard line just about.
Throw it down the field. Why not?
Snap good, punt just as good, fair catch at the 40-yard line, and there was obstruction by Wesley Turner where the punt was short and it didn't look like Terry was going to be able to get there anyway, but Turner obstructing his lane to get there, and that's going to be called every time.
You got to know where the ball is.
Just under 5 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter, 31-21. Robinson, their only score in this 3rd quarter, came off of a fumble recovery inside the 20-yard line of the Connally Cadets. And it was a 14-yard scamper by Bryce McCurdy. And now they will mark off the 15-yard penalty. And it'll be at the 47-yard line.
And they're right back in the double R again.
Yep.
They've been living in the middle of the field.
It's been within 5 yards of the 50-yard line just about on just about every start of the drive. And it was a decent punt by Alan Martinez-Tellez, but negated by the penalty. Will set up Robinson in favorable field position. Evan Marino hurdles over Jam Vincent, and Evan Marino good for a big carry. 21 yards and a first down from Evan Marino.
What a play.
Nothing you can do about that.
What a play.
And now Jam Vincent coming off the field after getting hurdled.
What a play. He knew he was going to, only way to tackle him was to go low, and he just leaped right over.
Timed it up perfectly, executed even better, and now Robinson on a roll. Katie Linval in the chest right now of the wide receiver. And you've got Medlock down here at the bottom of your screen along with Terry.
They're going back to him.
And it's going to be another pass play. They see Jam Vincent come out. They go straight to Medlock, and it is shut down, defended beautifully by Raheem Fluker, and an extremely late flag comes in.
I thought that was good defense. I thought it was
about as good of defense as you can play.
Yeah, I mean, Raheem Fluker was right there. I mean, he just swatted the ball down. He used the front side hand and everything. It was good defense in my opinion. I don't see where there was pass interference there, but I'm not on the field.
So after the 15-yard penalty, the Robinson Rockets will be inside the 15-yard line of the Connally Cadets red zone. And it'll be Bryce McCurdy and Evan Marino, the dynamic duo in the backfield for the Rockets. And he's back to pass. McCurdy goes to the end zone, and it is incomplete, about
Another
10
flag.
yards overshot by Medlock, or to Medlock, but a flag in the area of holding. And this one looks to be coming back as it will go against the Robinson Rockets on a holding penalty.
The Cadets just really need to continue to apply pressure.
I think that was a little bit of a makeup call there.
Well, it's not enough.
About as makeup as you can get.
Yeah, that's putting makeup on a pig. That's what kind of makeup that was.
I still like my bacon crispy. Second and very long following the holding penalty. 2nd and 20. And holding penalties can just absolutely kill your drive.
Oh, man. Momentum, everything.
So let's see how McCurdy and this offense responds. And he will have an outside run, stiff arms, another flag thrown in the area of holding. This might be back-to-back holding penalties against Robinson.
Yeah.
And this could bunch him back even further.
Well, I saw that Lawrence Carter was trying to set the edge, and he got turned.
Yeah, he got
I
yanked.
didn't know if he jumped that way or what, but I think that's where the holding occurred. Because he was setting the edge. You got to.
So 2nd and 30 coming up for the Rockets. And the yard to gain for a first down, they can still get one, is at the 5-yard line.
Wow.
They are now set up at the 35-yard line. And they've got a ways to go, and they've got 3 plays to get there.
This is a quick strike offense, though. I mean, they can hit one and pick up 30 in a blink of an eye. So this Connally Cadet defense has got to stay vigilant.
4 minutes, 14 seconds. Marino goes out in motion, trips out to the left side, and it is going to be McCurdy going to the right side, and he throws it complete to Braden Terry. Good for a small chunk of what you need ultimately. It'll now be 3rd and about 21. Just over 4 minutes to play, 31-21, 10-point lead in favor of the Robinson Rockets here tonight.
I want you to notice something. Even on the ends, when they're going out of bounds, none of these players for Robinson are just running out of bounds. They're instigating the contact. I think the coaches were telling them, get physical and stay physical. They're trying to beat this Connally Cadet defense down.
Official with a whistle here. And some sort of conversation between the men in stripes.
I think it may be blood or something on the quarterback, maybe. Yeah.
It looks like he's rinsing off his hands. Good ID. You're not used to me giving you compliments, are you?
No.
You were thrown off a little bit. You were shocked.
It shook me for a second. I had to look and see if, am I dreaming? Did Tanner just say good?
You do great. You do a great job, D. Love calling these games with you.
It's been a blast.
So why would it be 2nd down? Oh, no. Well, that's not right. The holding penalty set up 2nd and 30. And then the out route to the wide receiver was on 2nd and 30.
Right.
So it should be 3rd down and 21. Unless there was a penalty.
I think that's what Garrick is maybe talking about right there.
You'd have to. There's no way, as an officiating crew, you can come up with the fact that it's 2nd down right here.
Yeah. Unless the initial down was incorrect and they just didn't make the announcement.
Well, that's not according to what I've been keeping track of. Everything was running smoothly until they just changed it out of nowhere to 2nd down.
It should be 3rd.
Because you had your first down play. 2nd down, it was holding. 2nd down, it was another holding. So it should have been 2nd and 30 from the 35-yard line. And then an out route to Terry on 2nd down, which would make it now 3rd down, but they're going to call it 2nd.
Wow.
I'm going to call it the way I see it. 3rd down, about 20 to go, and it's an out route to Terry, and Terry is pushed out of bounds. And C.J. Evans getting a little chippy there with Braden Terry. And so it'll be 4th and 11. Now the official down is 3rd down, but it is 4th down.
Should be.
Am I going to get to call the oh-so-rare 5th down?
Oh, yeah, they happen.
They do happen.
Usually at away games.
Is this game home or away?
This is an away game.
Oh, it is an away game.
So
What do you know?
You may get to see it. It's kinda
McCurdy
like
puts a man in motion. That's Medlock. And it's 4 wide receivers. McCurdy, back to pass. McCurdy pressured, and he gets away from it. McCurdy trying to make something happen with his legs, and McCurdy scrambling. McCurdy still on his feet. McCurdy hit and dropped, and he was close to that 1st down marker. And he will end up being a yard short, 4th and a yard and a half, or should I say 5th and a yard and a half.
That is correct, sir.
Because there's no reason why they should have gotten an extra down.
I don't understand it.
And they gave no explanation over the PA. So 5th and 1 coming up for the Robinson Rockets. Conley's going to have to not only beat the offense of the Robinson Rockets, but the men in stripes as well.
Exactly.
And a timeout called for Robinson. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back.
Tough Shed is #1 for a reason. We started building sheds in 1981. Most of them are still standing. That's because our sheds are made to last right here in the USA. Customize yours to get exactly what you want. Then we deliver and install for you. With finance and payment options, you might be surprised at how affordable a Tough Shed is. Design your dream shed or garage at toughshed.com and visit our Waco showroom located at 7705 Woodway Drive near Santa Fe Drive. Dream, design, deliver, install. Tough Shed.
All right, this is an oh-so-important down. Season could be on the line if you're the Waco Connally Cadets. Just the 3rd quarter of play. 3 minutes remain. You're down by 10, but the Robinson Rockets are just 6 yards away from pay dirt, and they only need a yard and a half for a 1st down. They're going to keep it with the quarterback. Bryce McCurdy dives forward enough for a 1st. And a new set of downs at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal to go.
Yeah, stop right there would have just been huge to get the ball back. I mean, you still got to go at 98 yards, but it still would have been huge.
Can still get that stop. This possession is not over yet for the Connally defense, and they run it to Evan Marino, and he trips, but he dives forward and gets into the end zone. And that is another touchdown for Evan Marino in this Robinson Rockets offense. Extra point is up, and extra point is true. 38-21. Rockets back up by 17 when we come back. All the Robinson Rockets have to do from here on out is match points.
That's it.
And that's exactly what they've done here in the third quarter. In fact, they have not only matched, but they've exceeded the Connally Cadets here in the third quarter of play. There's been 3 scores, 2 of which coming from the Rockets. And desperately do the Connally Cadets need a response from their offense right now.
A quick score would be nice. They maybe a kick return, something where they can save a little time and get an extra possession.
Ball flies out of the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback, 25-yard line for the Connally Cadet offense. That's where they start. And again, the field possession battle has been dominated by the men in blue.
Yeah, they've got a guy over there with a good leg, and he's putting the ball deep, and Connally's not even having an opportunity to return it. Even on the one time that they punted, they had a little bit of a decent field position, but it seems like every time Connally gives the ball to them, if they do make a stop, there's a penalty or something that's putting them at midfield.
Connally is probably on average kind of around the 25-yard line. They've had to go 75 yards for the score, whereas Robinson, I think their average field position has probably started around the 50-yard line.
Yeah.
And so you give them a 25-yard advantage on each drive, you've got yourself a 17-point game in favor of the Rockets.
Exactly.
Little quick pitch outside, and that is going to go out of bounds. C.J. Evans on the reception. Again, trying to get those weapons involved that you had mentioned earlier at halftime, trying to get more hands on the football out in open space.
I would love to see a double move, maybe a wide receiver pass. I'd love to see something like that because they're coming with their they got their ears laid down and they're just coming. And I really think a double move or something with just a little trickeration would be beneficial for Connally.
And another pass to Jam Vincent goes to the football. I appreciate Jam Vincent, and you can't really critique this game in particular because he's had an excellent performance for the Connally Cadets here tonight. Big reason why they're even within reach in this game. But he goes to the ball, which is great to do, but maybe a little bit too much.
Yeah. You got to learn to put the brakes on and go the other way.
3rd and 5. Pass from Kaufman. He's pressured, gets out of the pocket. Kaufman running, and he slides at the yard to gain. I think that's enough for a first down. A late flag coming in. Maybe a late hit on the quarterback, and this could be an additional 15 yards tacked on at the end of the run.
I was thinking that maybe it was late. He gave himself up. He went down, and he still got a little bit of a shoulder shuck.
It didn't look egregious, but if this is to the head neck area, could we be looking at a targeting? A call that we haven't seen this season, by the way. I don't like the call. I don't like targeting as a rule.
So it wasn't targeting.
So just a personal foul. So
late hit.
must have been a late hit, unsportsmanlike conduct, something along those lines. But 15 yards nonetheless tacked on after the scramble for a first down by Caden Kaufman.
Kaufman's decision-making has really been pretty sharp tonight.
He's played excellent tonight, and I don't want to jinx anything, but no turnovers tonight for the offense aside from that fumble to start the second half. But that's not really the quarterback's fault.
No.
And 3 touchdown passes coming from the senior. Back to pass. Again, trying to look for Jam Vincent. He had him for a moment, decides to tuck it and run it, and he gets close to a first down, and that'll be a new set of downs for the senior quarterback. Now he's coming up a little hobbly.
Yeah, he really wanted to let that one go.
He had Jam for a millisecond, and if he had pulled the trigger right then, you may have had him, but again, arm strength trying to lead him far enough down the field. I think the play just got away from him a little bit.
And he's
Caden Kaufman going again up to Jam Vincent, and he nearly comes down with it one-handed on the sideline. The one thing that I can tell you right now, at least from up here in the booth, looking down at Caden Kaufman, when it's a pass play, his eyes solely zoned in, focused on number 0 over there.
Well, I mean, he knows that they've got the safety kind of rolling over the top, but you really need to almost put him on that hash.
I mean, and again,
inside.
no safety deep, so they're allowing the one-on-one coverage with Jam.
They're just playing him off deep.
Another opportunity for Jam Vincent, and sails him this time. And Caden Kaufman took a hit at the end of that play. And it'll set up a 4th and 10 coming up for the Connally Cadets.
Play was
or third and 10, I beg your pardon.
He had him. He had him.
The referees have taken enough downs away from this Connally team. Don't need my help to do it. A minute 11 in the third quarter of play, down by 17. And it is a pass play by Kaufman, and he is going to stay his eyes down the field to jam Vincent. Bam! Builders touchdown!
If they're going to keep single high like that, I'm just going to keep doing what Coach Garrick is doing.
As long as you've got one-on-one coverage with Jam Vincent, you go to the field. And Caden Kaufman really hurt, if you can see, on the 45-yard line. And he is walking off in what looks to be a lot of pain. I think on his follow-through, maybe hit the hand of a defender, and he is holding that throwing arm very gingerly on the sideline. And a blocked extra point. And the blocked extra point is returnable. And he goes down, tries to pitch it back, and the ball is still alive, and it'll be downed. And a dead play, no extra point, and so the Connally Cadets will trail by 11, 38-27, 60 seconds left in the third quarter.
That's another Cadet touchdown, brought to you by View Homes Waco. Now building in Robinson and Lorena, these beautiful, energy-efficient homes offer modern designs, open floor plans, and family-friendly prices, all from a builder you can trust. Don't miss your chance to find your perfect fit close to home. Call 254-602-4737 to learn more. View Homes Waco, building life's greatest view.
Jam Vincent's third touchdown reception tonight narrows the 17-point deficit to just 11 after the Robinson Rockets block the extra point. 60 seconds remain in this third quarter. It's been a long third quarter.
It really has
been. A lot of scoring, though. We've had 4 scores in this third quarter alone. We had 4 scores in the second quarter and a total of 10 throughout the game. If you bet the over, you probably already hit it.
Oh, yeah.
Not sure what that line was, but I can imagine it's going to be surpassed here tonight.
I'm sure Brazos knows. He looks like a gambler.
A sports degenerate.
That's him.
Martinez-Tellez boots it to about the 15-yard line, and it is going to be returned. And that is going to be Bear Washman. And Bear stiff-arming. Bear trying to bring down the defender along with him. Flags everywhere. Flag at a 30-yard line, flag at the 45-yard line, and some extra physicality being had on the field following the whistle. So
there's a lot to kind of work through.
Yeah, we will definitely have a communion break at the 40-yard line with the men in stripes. Up to this point, it seems as though Connally doing everything they possibly can with their offense to match points, to stay in this thing, with the defense just in this second half have not been able to hold their own. Now, granted, the first score of the first half was due to the offense giving the ball away into the red zone of the Robinson Rockets. So both penalties against the Robinson Rockets, one a block in the back, one a holding penalty. The holding penalty was accepted at the spot of the foul because the spot of the foul happened deeper into the field.
Exactly.
And so now it'll be the Robinson Rockets starting this drive at the 21-yard line, by far their worst starting position all game long.
I was just about to say that. I mean, they finally have to go, at least 80 yards to maybe put points on the board. That's a 30-yard differential.
It is. It sure is. A handoff to Evan Marino. He's met around the line of
Nice.
scrimmage, maybe just a couple of yards. Adrian Hernandez there on the stop.
That's a nice play by Hernandez. The way he just held his own, scraped across the face, and just filled the gap. That was perfect textbook linebacker right there. I mean, he filled the hole because you had Marino. He was looking, he was probing, he was propping. He saw the hole, but Hernandez met him right there. And with the help of his teammates, he stopped him.
So gain of 2 officially. And it looks like Robinson content with just running the clock out. They can definitely head into the fourth quarter. They don't need to run another play in this third.
Turnover would be nice.
And they decide to run one anyway. It's McCurdy, who is brought down and sacked by Lawrence Carter. And that will take you into the fourth quarter of play. The Connally Cadets trail by 11 with a sack going into the final quarter of play. We'll be right back for the exciting finish on this one on Sport 365 Sports, Rogue Sports Network, and 107.9 The Bull.
Texas Contracting Solutions is the premier name in Central Texas for select remodels and new construction efforts. With an extremely talented team, Texas Contracting Solutions can review your next project. With evolving landscape of real estate in Waco, whether you're looking to fix up your home before putting it on the market, looking to remodel a space in your home or business, Texas Contracting Solutions will help your plan every step of the way. Texas Contracting Solutions is committed to keeping your project on track, updating you on progress to bring to life your vision. Make sure you avoid any contractors in the area who do not manage with as much grace towards helping you understand as we do. Contact Texas Contracting Solutions today for your next project. Texas Contract Solutions, or email Mark at texascontractingsolutions.com or call him 254-424-1734.
For more than 70 years, Community Bank and Trust has established a strong legacy of care and trust. Time and technology have changed. Checking and savings accounts haven't gone away. We still provide home loans, business loans, and personal loans. And we also offer state-of-the-art digital banking options. In a world where banking can feel impersonal, we still believe in one-on-one personal care. Community Bank and Trust, a legacy of dependability.
Member FDIC.
D, you almost got caught on a hot mic singing Tom Sawyer.
You know what? If I did,
He's got a mean stride.
I might get a record deal.
Third and about a mile, and it's going to be Bryce McCurdy on a quarterback scramble, breaking tackles to about the 50-yard line. What a run, and just taking all the air away from that Connally Cadet sideline to start this fourth quarter off.
I mean, we said it before, they're a quick strike offense. I mean, you've got to watch the three-headed monster, and, I mean, McCurdy can do it just like Marino can do it, and he's been making his hay on the edges. They're not setting the edge, and when they do, he just cuts it up.
A 38-yard carry for the quarterback on 3rd and 20. Started that run at the 10-yard line, got down to the 48. 1st and 10, and it's Marino trying to get to the edge, does get to the edge, goes out of bounds. 1st down, Robinson. Now they're just moving like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah. I mean, they know if they can just control the play, control the clock was what I'm saying, and just continue to gain yards. I mean, they have the lead, so they're not in any hurry.
Right. They're not only are they not in a hurry, all they have to do is match what Connally's doing.
That's it.
And Connally's defense, the run defense, is starting to wear down. As games go on, we have seen this pattern. They hold their own in the first half. Second half is where legs get tired, bodies get achy, and a timeout called before the play clock runs and hits 0 for a delay game. Robinson will take the timeout. We will take it with him, and we will be right back. Coming out of the timeout, 1st and 10. McCurdy back to pass. Got a man. It's Terry, and it is incomplete. And a flag thrown on the play. And that is going to go against C.J. Evans in coverage. And that is going to be a DPI and an automatic first down.
Yeah, I can't argue that one. He was kind of draped on. I mean, they were both looking up at the ball, but he kind of mugged him a little bit.
You know, following that timeout, though, that only leaves Robinson with 1 timeout remaining. This, again, is an 11-point game. Now, it looks to be on the verge of a 3-possession game if Robinson continues on the track that they're going at in this drive. However, 1 timeout with a lot of football left to play, maybe it bites him. There's also been no turnovers in this game.
Yeah, other than that.
Other than the fumble.
And I was just thinking that, like,
but no turnovers for the Connally defense.
Exactly. We got to, they got to maybe punch the ball out. Look the rip. I don't know. A timely turnover here would be good if they can, maybe scoop and score, or even just get the ball and go down and put points
just
on the
need to
board.
get the ball back to the offense.
Yeah.
And Robinson not looking to take their foot off the gas by any means. Again, just a 2-possession game can be flipped on its head very quickly on Friday Night Football. And a fumble.
There it is.
But recovered by Robinson. Evan Marino coughs it up, but it is recovered by Eduardo Garcia.
Opportunity not.
I was watching 74 march with the band at halftime. There he is on this play, recovering a fumble. And maybe a game-clinching fumble recovery.
Oh, yeah. Because if they get it there and the momentum switches, and then they can go down and put points on the board.
But if you're Connally, you still got to keep punching at that football.
Yeah, definitely.
2nd down, 12 to go. Play action pass to Terry. Terry brings it in, and he is wrapped up, brought down where he catches it at the 17-yard line, and it'll set up 3rd down. Braden Terry, along with Dylan Medlock, the 2 main options at the wide receiver position, and a lot of the time they're playing on the same side. You got Terry playing in the slot, Medlock on the outside, and then you've got the dynamic duo in the backfield with McCurdy and Marino. 3rd down, 5 to go. Handoff, and a whistle blows before the play goes, and maybe a false start.
Yeah.
So this will set the Connally Cadets defense with a 3rd and 10 to stop. Now, you have to imagine this is going to be 2 plays to make a stop.
Definitely. They're going for right here where they are. I mean, they really don't have anything to lose. If they do, say they do get stopped, I mean, it's almost like.
Well, and you've got a solid kicker, but you're making a 2-possession game with going from 11 to 14.
Exactly.
It doesn't really do you much good kicking a field goal here if you're the Robinson Rockets. Third and 10. Pressure from the outside. Daniel Hancock pursuing, finds a man, and it's dropped. It was a touchdown for Braden Terry, but it bounces off the hands, and a 4th down coming up.
Looks like they're going to kick it.
And it looks like the kick team is out there. Again, this kicker for Robinson, a good one, Cannon Capes. But again, what does 11 points to 14 points provide you when Connally still needs 2 touchdowns regardless to get into this game?
Yeah, I mean, if it's me, I'm going for it just to, I don't know.
A 40-yard field goal attempt by Capes. This would be a season-long that you and I have witnessed this season, if this one's true. And Cannon's kick way off the mark there, no good. Would have been short even if it had been on target. And the Connally Cadet offense takes the field after the defense makes a stop.
That's what they needed. Now this offense, they need to go score, and they need to go score quick. They need to just, what Coach was doing in the first quarter, that offensive playing calling was on point. Looks like Kaufman's back up. He's throwing over there, so whatever injury he had, he seemed to have shaked it off. He's been doing that all season, though. That young man's a tough tough football player.
Takes a lot of hits on the hands and on the shoulders. And he said, this is my senior year, first year starting at varsity. I'm not wasting a single down being hurt. And you have to applaud the toughness and the effort from the senior quarterback.
He's man covered down here in the bottom.
Kaufman looking that way. Has to roll out. Kaufman, eyes on scrambling. Kaufman gets behind Jam Vincent and gets a solid 6 yards on the carry with a block from the outside from your wide receiver who you've been feeding all night long, trying to still force feed number 0 on the outside. 3 receiving touchdowns, 4 passing touchdowns. But, man, what a night it's been through the air for the Connally Cadets.
Man. Yeah, Jam Vincent is showing his hands tonight.
Whistle blows the play dead before it even gets going. And a false start to also hurt the chances of the Connally Cadets. Cannot go a drive without a penalty, it feels like.
Yeah, since this third quarter has started, or since the second half has started in this game, every drive has had at least one penalty, it seems like.
Under 10 minutes to play, 9.5 remaining, 11-point game. And looking Jam Vincent's way, but now a wide open Brown. And Ty Brown gets the first down, and that'll move the chains. Big play there following the false start.
I love the way he went through all of his reads. He wanted to give the ball to Jam Vincent, but he was covered. And you knew you'd expect that, but you got Brown on the other side. He was able to go through his reads and saw Brown just sitting down there waiting on the ball.
Looks like they're bringing pressure. That's exactly what they're going to do up the middle. 2 extra blitzers, and that leaves the middle of the field wide open for Caden Kaufman to run. Caden Kaufman will lower the shoulder, get an extra yard, go out of bounds, and he'll be inside Robinson territory.
Kaufman has really used his legs well tonight.
But a holding penalty is going to negate the big run from the quarterback, and it'll be brought back. Absolutely killer.
Killer. I mean, it's always at the worst time. I mean, they've got to get away from that. You've got to play clean football, especially in times like this, because the time is not on your side, and neither is the score.
We have 2 fouls. Holding, number 22 in the offense.
Holding on 2 different players for the Connally Cadets. Now, in my professional opinion, it's kind of useless to call 2 holding penalties on 2 different players. You might as well just call 1 holding penalty and pick one.
Just pick one.
You can only accept 1 penalty there, so unnecessary to call both of them. But
well, I mean, that's his TV time. Bro.
That's his TV time. Caden Kaufman back to pass. Now this time he will scramble. Caden Kaufman looking for something and manages to gain about 6 yards on the scramble, and he'll gain back some of the holding penalty yardage, but it'll set up second at about 14.
When Kaufman's had the chance to break the pocket, he's actually been really, really good at picking up the positive yards and keeping plays alive.
Getting something positive out of it. Yep. Only a few times has he been sacked tonight. Again, scrambling, trying to roll out, and he dives forward, but it will go down as a sack and a loss of a yard. As soon as we said he's done a good job avoiding sacks, he gets sacked.
He gets sacked. I'd like to see him let that one go. I mean, you got Jam Vincent down here, and you got C.J. Evans down here. Jam Vincent is great going up, catching a contested ball. Just let that go. Let that go and see what he can do.
I'm okay with you throwing an interception, being aggressive in this situation.
Yeah, go to the side. I mean,
Caden Kaufman looking that way again. Breaks free, gets sacked. Goes down, and number 32, Derek Medlock, the senior, gets the sack. And that sets up 4th and forever. And the punt team coming out for the Connally Cadets with 7.5 minutes remaining in this ball game, down by 11. You can't afford many more offensive possessions that don't end in points.
It's like they're running out of gas. They'll do, 2 step forwards and 3 steps back, Can't keep doing that.
Well, the penalty yardage, that also fatigue.
Oh, definitely.
You're holding.
Definitely.
You're false starting, Low snap. Gathered in by the punter. Beautiful punt from the 30-yard line, takes a friendly bounce, Connally territory, and it'll be downed at the 21-yard line. A booming punt switches field position, and now Robinson has to go about 79 yards to get into the end zone and put this game on ice.
Tellez is like, I think he's in the top 8% of high school punters in the nation. I was doing some research on that. I mean, he's averaging somewhere around 48 yards a punt. A young man, I mean, that's a weapon when you're trying to flip the field. Now, what they need is the defense to get a 3 and out here, or get a fumble, or get a turnover or something, and get the ball back to your offense.
Turnover would be absolutely game-changing potentially if this defense can force one. They have yet to force one in this game. And this defense, believe it or not, whether they give up a lot of yards, a lot of points, pretty opportunistic when it comes to turning the ball over.
Yeah, true.
And a big collision there at the line of scrimmage. Evan Marino falls forward, gains 2 or 3 on the carry, and that'll set up 2nd and 7.
I mean, the defense has actually done a fairly decent job, because you got a team out there in the Robinson Rockets who generally, average about 45 points a game. I mean, there's still time on the clock here, but they've been able to, corral them here a little bit and kind of keep this thing under control.
And if you're Robinson, there's no reason in snapping this ball, but they do so anyway. Run it up the middle. Evan Marino gets another 3 or 4. But if you're Robinson, why are you not taking all 40 seconds off the play clock? That's the game plan that I would be playing.
Yeah. I mean, run clock. And you run in Marino a lot. This would give him actually a little bit of a break.
Between him and McCurdy, pick your poison.
Yeah, exactly. But I guess they're trying to keep that same tempo. That's how they play,
And now finally getting set, and there's about 10 seconds left on that play clock. Coaching staff must have heard the radio broadcast.
Oh, yeah.
And they hand it off to Marino. Marino good for a first down. Brought down after a gain of about 8 on the play. Needed only 3 for the first. And the Rockets get another first down.
I mean, it's pretty much been Marino right, Marino left.
Marino up the middle.
Marino up the middle. And
McCurdy to the right.
There you go.
McCurdy to the left.
Yeah.
2 hops this time.
Slide to the left. Slide to the right. That's. I mean, they've pretty much been doing it.
Cha-cha, real smooth. 5 seconds on the play clock. Now they're using the clock against the Connally Cadets, and it's Marino to the outside. Marino going towards that sideline. If you're Marino, go down.
Go down. Yeah.
No reason to run out of bounds.
Yeah. And it looks like, did he lose yards on that?
I think he got maybe no yards on the play, but there is a player down on the far sideline. It is a Connally Cadet. Move him and
holding.
Now it'll be a holding penalty. So maybe he saw the holding, saw the flag come out, and instead of going down, taking an unnecessary hit,
just went out of bounds.
Ran out of bounds. So a holding penalty will push back the Robinson Rockets to the 30-yard line. They need to get to the 49 for a first down. So 1st and 20 coming right up. And this Connally defense can do nothing at the moment aside from wait for Robinson to snap it and try to force a turnover.
Yeah. I'd be ripping at the ball every chance I got.
You got 5 minutes remaining in this ball game. It's an 11-point lead, 38-27. Robinson with the lead, and Marino trying to bounce it out to the outside. Marino jumps out of bounds. That will stop the clock momentarily. And that'll give him an 11-yard carry on 1st and 20 to make it 2nd and 9.
Wow. And it's funny because, you know, the Connally Cadet players are all around him, but they just can't seem to grab him. They reach for him, and you're not going to grab him. You got to hit him.
No.
The arm tackles are not going to work.
Another handoff, this time up the middle, and Marino gaining maybe 4 on the play, and Daniel Hancock in the middle of that scrum. And this looks like a timeout called, an injury timeout. And I think that is Daniel Hancock.
I think you might be right.
We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back.
Tough Shed is #1 for a reason. We started building sheds in 1981. Most of them are still standing. That's because our sheds are made to last right here in the USA. Customize yours to get exactly what you want. Then, we deliver and install for you. With finance and payment options, you might be surprised at how affordable a Tough Shed is. Design your dream shed or garage at toughshed.com and visit our Waco showroom located at 7705 Woodway Drive near Santa Fe Drive. Dream, design, deliver, install. Tough Shed.
For more than 70 years, Community Bank and Trust has established a strong legacy of care and trust. Time and technology have changed. Checking and savings accounts haven't gone away. We still provide home loans, business loans, and personal loans. And we also offer state-of-the-art digital banking options. In a world where banking can feel impersonal, we still believe in one-on-one personal care. Community Bank and Trust, a legacy of dependability.
Member FDIC.
It was Daniel Hancock who was down on the ground in pain, was able to get up off of his on his own power, walk off the field, and hopefully nothing too long-term or serious. So the clock will restart, and on 3rd and 4, needed 4, got 5. Evan Marino moves the chains for the Robinson Rockets. And you're running out of time if you're the Connally Cadets.
Yeah, you're at 4.5 minutes right now, and you need 2 scores, and you don't have the football. So you got 3 things against you.
First timeout of the second half called by the Connally Cadets. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back. Coach Terry Garrett grasping at straws right now, trying to get his defense to rip that. The only chance you have is a turnover. The only chance you have at this point in the game is to rip the ball out, try to get a turnover, jump on that ball, give the ball back to your offense. It's your only saving grace.
That's it. I mean, if you can't,
it's a hope and a prayer, but it's all you got.
I mean, you get it, you get 1 score, and then you try your onside kick again or whatever. But you need to get the football, but before you can do that, you got to stop them. Even if you can just stop them and get the ball back, but a fumble would be best.
1st and 10. And it is going to be Bryce McCurdy to keep it himself, and he just carries the defenders on his back for about 9 yards. On the tackle was Lawrence Carter. Lawrence Carter has tackled McCurdy a couple times in the backfield today, but went for a ride there. Gain of 9 on the run from Bryce. And this game will tick under 4 minutes by the next time this ball is snapped.
Yeah, they heard what you said earlier, and they're just taking their time. They're not snapping the ball until they get under 10 seconds.
And if Robinson really wanted to play this game all game long, they have the talent and the skill set to run every play down 40 seconds between each snap and just really play Army-Navy style football.
Yeah, exactly.
And there is Evan Marino, which might be the icing on the cake and the cherry on top. Because after each carry, 40 seconds goes off the clock.
Oh, yeah.
And the next time Robinson has to snap this ball, you're looking at about 2 minutes and
50 seconds.
40 seconds or 45 seconds or so. But the perfect offense to be able to close out a game like this.
Oh,
and that's what's going
definitely.
to make Robinson very difficult to beat. If they have the lead in the fourth quarter, they can do this to just about anybody in the state.
I mean, and it benefits them, in the fact that the guy who's getting the ball, the two main people right now who are salting this game away, it gives them a little extra break. They don't have to go real fast because you got the lead, So not only is it effective, but it's giving them time to catch their breath.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Garrick, you can't call a timeout after they get a first down. I mean,
No.
you can, but what good does it do you to call a timeout after they get a first down?
Right.
You have to wait to try to accumulate your timeouts and get a stop after, a 1 or 2 yard gain.
Yeah.
Call a timeout, let your defense try to make another play. Evan Marino, another carry, trying to bounce around, and he is brought down after a gain of about 5. And that is going to be the timeout that Coach Terry Garrick decides to call. That'll go in favor of the defense. We'll take it with him. We'll be right back. And we come back with just over 2 minutes left to play in this game. And the Robinson Rockets looking for the kill shot from the 13-yard line. Terry in motion, handoff, and he is met at the line of scrimmage. Darian Scott with a big stop there. And he was assisted by Samuel Cox. And another timeout called by Connally. Will take the final timeout with the Connally Cadets at 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Coach Terry Garrick waiting for his defense to try to make a stop here. Final timeout called by Coach Terry Garrick, and this Connally defense needs to make a stop here. It's 3rd and about 6. And they have 2 downs to give their offense the ball back to try to make a miracle happen. The only problem is they're facing 2 opponents, the Robinson Rockets And the clock.
And the clock.
And Evan Marino with a run up the middle does not get enough for the first down. That'll set up 4th down. Now they'll let 40-second, actually they'll use the 2-minute warning here to stop the clock at 2 minutes. And the Connally defense will try to make one last-stitched effort to stop the stop the Robinson Rockets here, and see if they can't get their offense back out onto the field.
I mean, I'm looking over there at the Connally Cadet defense, and I see kids with a little bounce in their step. I don't see anybody's head down. I mean, they know what they're up against, but yet none of these kids look like they're quitting. I had that conversation with Coach Garrick earlier this week, and he said, well, one thing that I will say is our kids don't quit. They're going to play hard, and I'm seeing that tonight.
I mean, every team that I've seen Coach Terry Garrick coach over the last 4 years, it's been the same thing.
Yeah.
Whether you've got a district champion, back-to-back district champs in the Connally Cadets, or you're on the outside looking in.
Right.
This team has never shown that they've stopped believing in what Coach Terry Garrick and this coaching staff provides to them.
That's true. I mean, and stranger things have happened. I mean, they could get a turnover here, score, get an onside kick, score again.
If you've ever watched football, you've watched football for any length of time, crazier things have happened than coming back from 11 points down with 2 minutes left in the game.
Exactly. It can be done. Oh, they're going to kick it here.
Kick a field goal here. You could ice the game with a first down. You can completely ice this thing. Instead, they're going to kick the field goal, and the field goal attempt is good, and it'll make it a 14-point game. It'll be 41-27. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back with the Connally Cadet offense on the field next.
Tough Shed is #1 for a reason. We started building sheds in 1981. Most of them are still standing. That's because our sheds are made to last right here in the USA. Customize yours to get exactly what you want. Then, we deliver and install for you. With finance and payment options, you might be surprised at how affordable a Tough Shed is. Design your dream shed or garage at toughshed.com and visit our Waco showroom located at 7705 Woodway Drive near Santa Fe Drive. Dream, design, deliver, install. Tough Shed.
And a squib kick, and struggling to return it are the Connally Cadets. That was Jalen Davis trying to get his hands on it, and he's a defensive end. So, if you're going to target somebody to try to recover a kickoff, it's probably number 5 for the Connally Cadets.
Yeah, he had a target on his shirt.
He sure did.
Kick it to him. I mean, at that point, you just fall down on it.
So Connally Cadets down 14, a minute 51 left. They've got to go down the field, score quickly, onside kick, get the ball back, put up another score. That's just to take it into overtime.
I'm throwing it to Jam Vincent.
First time we've seen 2 safeties back in coverage for this Robinson team. A little floater to the sideline and complete, intended to Katie Linville. Kaufman pressured, finds a man over the middle, and that's Chris Nobles. Chris Nobles goes down quickly near the 50-yard line.
That little seam right there has been open all night. He's missed it twice. He caught him on the first touchdown with that early in the first quarter.
Right.
And he's missed him twice since. Possibly 2 touchdowns that he left right here on the field.
Kaufman back to pass. Kaufman scrambling as he has all night long. And he throws this one out of bounds. Caden Kaufman And this offense just struggles to provide any length of time in the pocket. A clean pocket, a pocket where Kaufman can step up in, deliver a strike, constantly rolling out, constantly on the run, trying to scramble.
I would like to see him maybe move the pocket. You've got, lighter offensive linemen set up plays where he is supposed to roll out. That'll help you buy some time.
Braden Ford with a run up the middle, and that might be your conceding play call right there for the rest of this game. A long shot, but again, I like what I saw out of this Connally team tonight. We were talking about it at the break, I think during halftime, that if this Connally team played like this against China Spring, or if they played like this even against the Grandview, you could see this team with 2 less losses on their schedule.
Oh, definitely, definitely. This is probably the best game they've played all season. I think it was well coached as well, too. The play calls the first half was actually really good.
And we're starting to see this offensive line develop a little bit.
Yeah.
They're starting to grow.
Yeah. They got a lot of sophomores out there.
Yeah,
they got a lot of people that just aren't.
That, and they also just, there's some growing pains on that offensive line. Kaufman back to pass. He delivers a strike down the middle to Chris Nobles. Nobles will get tackled and brought down. And that will be the final play of the game for the Connally Cadets, as they will turn it over on downs to finish this thing out. And the Robinson Rockets, all they have to do is take a knee, and this one's all but over.
Yeah, like we were saying, the Connally Cadets probably played the best game of the season right here. They put some things together. There were a lot of things I saw tonight that were very, very positive. I love the first possession. That was impressive, and the defense even played well in that first quarter.
Jam Vincent probably had 15 catches, over 200 yards, and 3 touchdowns. I mean, he had a career night tonight, was able to move the ball. They left him in one-on-one coverage all night long.
Yeah.
That was a big benefactor from that. But Braden Ford, I thought, played well tonight.
He did. He ran the ball like a man possessed. I mean, every chance he got an opportunity. There were a couple of times where I thought he was going to take it to the house.
And that's going to do it. The final play of the game, 41-27, and a 14-point victory for the Robinson Rockets over the Connally Cadets. Connally will move to 0-2 on the season. Robinson will advance to 2-0 in the district season and solidify a first-place standing within the district. And we'll go ahead and take it into our post-game show. Take a quick break, and we'll come back and give you our player of the game and a look at some final scores around the area.
Hi, I'm Dana Hassel, President and CEO of American Bank. Waco is a great place for business, and for more than 70 years, American Bank has been the bank for business. We continue to invest in our growing community with state-of-the-art branches conveniently located to serve you within minutes. Our experienced bankers, lenders, and decision makers work directly with business owners like you every day, providing tailored solutions, timely answers, and local insights face-to-face. Schedule a meeting with one of our bankers today and find out what makes American Bank the bank for your business. Member FDIC.
Texas Contracting Solutions is the premier name in Central Texas for select remodels and new construction efforts. With an extremely talented team, Texas Contracting Solutions can review your next project. With evolving landscape of real estate in Waco, whether you're looking to fix up your home before putting it on the market, looking to remodel a space in your home or business, Texas Contracting Solutions will help your plan every step of the way. Texas Contracting Solutions is committed to keeping your project on track, updating you on progress to bring to life your vision. Make sure you avoid any contractors in the area who do not manage with as much grace towards helping you understand as we do. Contact Texas Contracting Solutions today for your next project. Texas Contract Solutions, or email Mark at texascontractingsolutions.com or call him 254-424-1734.
Pizza, burgers, and Bears football. There's no place around Waco that serves them all other than Bubba's 33. Come show your green and gold and enjoy some of Waco's best food and beverages while watching your favorite team, the Bears. When real Bears fans get hungry, Bubba's 33 is the #1 spot for ice-cold drinks, hand-stretched, stone-baked pizzas, and bacon-infused burgers. Join us for indoor or patio dining. Bubba's 33, Waco's restaurant and proud supporter of Baylor Bears football. Sick 'em, Bears.
At At Texas State Technical College, we believe when you invest in your future, you deserve results. That's why we're proud to offer our money-back guarantee program, where if you don't receive a job offer within 6 months after graduating, we'll refund your tuition. Now that's peace of mind. Visit tstc.edu for all the details. Texas State Technical College, home of the money-back guarantee.
This Connally Cadets broadcast on 107.9 The Bull and 365 Sports is presented by American Bank, Texas Contracting Solutions, Texas State Technical College, Bubba's 33, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, Baylor Scott & White, Southwest Sports Medicine, and the Connally Athletic Booster Club.
We welcome you to the post-game show. The Connally Cadets falling to the Robinson Rockets here tonight to a score of 41-27. Post-game show presented to you by Texas State Technical College, home of the money-back guarantee. And it was a fast start for the Connally Cadets here tonight. A surprise onside kick. Went down the field, opening drive, scored a touchdown, 18-yard strike to Chris Nobles, took a 7-0 lead, and held this Robinson Rockets offense to only 3 points in the first quarter of play. And then going into the second quarter, it was a quick back-to-back 14-point turnaround for Medlock and Marino to get the Robinson Rockets a 10-point lead midway through the second quarter of play. But then Jam Vincent, a 10-yard pass from Caden Kaufman to Jam, made this a 3-point game, and then with 12 seconds left in the first half of play, the Robinson Rockets scored a touchdown to regain a 10-point lead at the break. And then the third quarter, Boogie Monster came around and reared its ugly head again for this Connally Cadet offense. A fumble on the opening drive of the third quarter where they're only down 10 points. They get the ball first. It's trying to make it a one-possession game by either going down the field, scoring a touchdown, or even attempting a field goal to make it a 7-point game. But a fumble over the head, a snap over the head of Caden Kaufman, and it is recovered inside the 20-yard line. 3 plays later, Robinson scores a touchdown, makes it a 17-point game, and then you just match points from there on. And it ends up being a 14-point victory for the Robinson Rockets over the Connally Cadets here tonight. And just a tough pill to swallow after playing so well in that first half. Again, third quarter rears its ugly head again.
When they came out and started this game and did what they did and went down the field and scored, I said, okay, here we go. It's a fight. They're going to play because we knew that this game could get ugly quick. I mean, looking at the numbers that each team were putting up, looking at how they played the game, we knew that matchup was not going to be good for Connally because Connally has a hard time stopping the run. But they came out aggressively. They were clicking on all cylinders. Even the defense made a stop. I mean, the first possession for the Robinson Rockets, they were turned away.
Yep.
And Connally got the ball. So they came out playing really, really, really well. But like you said in your recap, that third quarter, it's just, I don't know what it is about the third quarter. And then, like you said, also the hiccup hit. And there were no more bad snaps after that.
Yep.
It's just right.
And it was three bad snaps almost in a row. And it cost them 7 points out of it. But then they figured it out. And again, Connally's offense was actually able to match what Robinson's offense was doing for a period of time through a stretch in that second half. Robinson actually hit just about on their averages. They averaged 45 points per game. They allowed 29. And this game tonight, 41-27. So. Just about an average performance there for the Robinson Rockets, what they've done all season long.
And what they've done, they're good at it. You can tell everybody on that field, they buy into it. They know Marino's going to get most of the carries, and deservedly so. The young man runs hard from beginning to end. That's why he's got 19 touchdowns now. I think he scored 3 or 4 tonight. I'm not sure. How many did he score tonight? He came in here with 15, I believe.
Marino had 2 touchdowns tonight.
So he's at 17 now. He's probably really close to that 200-yard mark. I mean, because he carries the ball 25, 30 times a game. You got your quarterback, who's also a very good ball carrier, McCurdy. And they called those plays at the most opportune time, right when you weren't expecting it. Everybody's looking at Marino. Then you got McCurdy keeping it, running in the end zone. They did a pretty decent job stopping the pass. They didn't give up. They didn't give up a lot of deep stuff for the most part. They kept stuff in front of them, but just stopping that run, it just hurt them. And not being able to score in opportune times, and also penalties. Like we talked about, that's another bugaboo. And I know we say that any penalty is a bad penalty, but it just seems like with the Connally Cadets, man, it just...
You get a 20-yard play, you get a holding penalty to follow it on first down, and then you're behind the chains about halfway where you were to start that drive.
Exactly.
So some scores around the area, D, I wanted to mention Waco Lions 7, Colleen Ellison 56 final. Whoa. In the district, La Vega 38, China Springs 17. So La Vega also advancing to 2-0. China Spring dropping a game, going to 1-1 in the district. Gatesville Hornets 45, Lorena 21 final. So Gatesville now 1-1, Lorena 0-2 in the district. And the Belton Tigers 27, Waco University 33, Killeen Kangaroos 14, Tippa Wildcats 42, Caldwell Hornets 14, Madisonville Mustangs 38.
Wow, I've got a couple here. I've got Whitney Wildcats 56, Maypearl Panthers 13. Got the Bosqueville Bulldogs in a dogfight with Rio Vista. It's 39-37 Rio Vista with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Early Longhorns beat up on the Clifton Cubs 28-3. Hillsboro Eagles took a whooping from Glen Rose Tigers 56-14. Chilton came out on top of the Frost Polar Bears 47-10. We've got the Mart Panthers 61, the Hubbard Jaguars 0. I got to holler at the Mart Panthers. Italy Gladiators 0, Axel Longhorns 45. Groesbeck, here we go. Groesbeck, hey, they try to put up a fight. You got Grandview 62, Groesbeck 10. Riesel Indians 0, Crawford Pirates 42. And the Marlin Bulldogs 40, Bruceville 87 with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
All right, and tonight's Connally Cadets Player of the Game, sponsored by Marco's Pizza, the fastest-growing pizza brand in America with 5 locations in Waco, including Hewitt and Woodway. Marco's Pizza. Pizza lovers get it.
I get it.
One of 2 players stand out to me, and I'll let you choose the deciding player. Jam Vincent, Caden Kaufman.
You know what? That's a tough one. Both of them played very well. You expect that from Jam Vincent, but I saw some things in Caden Kaufman tonight that really kind of set the tempo and the mood of the team. I'm going to go with Caden Kaufman.
Well, there you have it. The Connally Cadets Player of the Game brought to you by Marco's Pizza. Caden Kaufman here tonight. We will be here next week, same time, same place. We're going to be hosting Lorena at Connally, and big opportunity there for the Connally Cadets to get a win in district play and try to scratch and claw from the bottom of the district to at least that 4th spot and become playoff eligible within this District 12. For D. Brown and our production crew, I'm Tanner Carlson. Thank you, and we'll see you next week.
Baylor Scott and White, Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, the team physicians for Baylor Athletics, specializing in diagnosing and treatment of any and all sport-related injuries. Celebrating over 2 decades of service to Central Texas, they tackle all surgical and non-surgical problems that arise from an active lifestyle. Trust the doctors that Baylor trusts. And when injuries sideline you, don't wait for Monday. Join us at 8:30 on Saturday morning for a post-game injury evaluation clinic. Baylor Scott and White, Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics. We get you back in the game.
At Texas State Technical College, we believe when you invest in your future, you deserve results. That's why we're proud to offer our money-back guarantee program, where if you don't receive a job offer within 6 months after graduating, we'll refund your tuition. Now that's peace of mind. Visit tstc.edu for all the details. Texas State Technical College, home of the money-back guarantee.
At Casa Olé, we're proud to celebrate serving our guests delicious Tex-Mex specialties since 1973. We've been committed to quality and fresh ingredients used in the daily preparation of our menu items. Celebrate with us as we enjoy appetizers, Tex-Mex favorites, enchiladas, burritos, and tacos. You can order online or pick up your favorites at Casa Olé. Takeout, delivery, catering, or enjoy the atmosphere of Casa Olé, serving delicious Mexican food for over 50 years. 725 North Loop 340 in Belmead, or at CasaOlé.com.
Hi, I'm Dana Hassel, President and CEO of American Bank. Waco is a great place for business, and for more than 70 years, American Bank has been the bank for business. We continue to invest in our growing community with state-of-the-art branches conveniently located to serve you within minutes. Our experienced bankers, lenders, and decision makers work directly with business owners like you every day, providing tailored solutions, timely answers, and local insights face-to-face. Schedule a meeting with one of our bankers today and find out what makes American Bank the bank for your business. Member FDIC.
Remember when you had a guy, someone who could fix anything? They're still out there at Batteries Plus. With their quick solutions and expert advice on batteries, key fobs, and phone repair, Batteries Plus will have you in and out and on your way in no time. Batteries Plus, the experts in charge. This is Connally Cadets Football. Here's Tanner Carlson and Dee Brown.
There are 26 letters in the alphabet, over 600,000 words in the dictionary, and just 3 of them said together can change everything. Let's order pizza. Those 3 words lead to dough made from scratch and 3 fresh signature cheeses that blanket golden crust in a heavenly melt on Marco's Pizza that'll blow your mind. So visit Marcos.com to order and stop by Marco's Pizza in Belmead, China Spring, Woodway, and in Robinson. Marco's. Pizza lovers get it.
Hi, I'm Dana Hassel, President and CEO of American Bank. Waco is a great place for business, and for more than 70 years, American Bank has been the bank for business. We continue to invest in our growing community with state-of-the-art branches conveniently located to serve you within minutes. Our experienced bankers, lenders, and decision makers work directly with business owners like you every day, providing tailored solutions, timely answers, and local insights face-to-face. Schedule a meeting with one of our bankers today and find out what makes American Bank the bank for your business. Member FDIC.
In Texas, there's pea-size hail and baseball-size hail. Guess which one hit our house? We didn't even know where to begin, but we called our Texas Farm Bureau insurance agent, and he was so reassuring. He knew exactly what to do to get our house back into shape and our lives back to normal. Now, we're even more thankful for the roof over our heads.
Stop by and see our agents at one of our 3 McLennan County locations.
Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by...
At Sturdy Steel, we build more than grandstands and press boxes. We build the spaces where communities come together. Based in Texas and serving communities nationwide, we're proud of our reputation for dependable, high-quality work and strong client relationships that stand the test of time. From concept to installation, our team of skilled drafters, welders, and installers takes pride in delivering seating solutions designed to last. With a focus on dependability, transparency, and service, we are here to make the unique needs of architects, contractors, schools, and venues across the country. We ensure every project is seamless, sturdy, and ready for generations of fans to enjoy. That's Sturdy Steel. This is Connally Cadets Football. Here's Tanner Carlson and Dee Brown.
Hi, I'm Mark Stewart with Berg Colgan Ford. It's that time of year. It's football season. Berg Colgan Ford is a proud supporter of Connally High School football. BK Ford is proud to sell the #1 truck in Texas, the F-Series truck, led by our leading rusher, the F-150, 47 years in a row. Come see the largest showroom in Texas and experience better at Berg Colgan Ford.
touchdown for the holidays with First Central Credit Union. This is Joe Betsy Tyler reminding you to use the equity in your home to get your place holiday ready. Tackle debt consolidation or score a big ticket item. It's the perfect play for a festive homecoming. Apply online at firstcentralcu.com and kick off your winning season. Everything we do for you.
Some restrictions apply. Equal housing lender. Member NCUA.
Pizza, burgers, and Bears football. There's no place around Waco that serves them all other than Bubba's 33. Come show your green and gold and enjoy some of Waco's best food and beverages while watching your favorite team, the Bears. When real Bears fans get hungry, Bubba's 33 is the #1 spot for ice-cold drinks, hand-stretched, stone-baked pizzas, and bacon-infused burgers. Join us for indoor or patio dining. Bubba's 33, Waco's restaurant and proud supporter of Baylor Bears football. Sick 'em, Bears!
At Casa Olé, we're proud to celebrate serving our guests delicious Tex-Mex specialties since 1973. We've been committed to quality and fresh ingredients used in the daily preparation of our menu items. Celebrate with us as we enjoy appetizers, Tex-Mex favorites, enchiladas, burritos, and tacos. You can order online or pick up your favorites at Casa Olé. Takeout, delivery, catering, or enjoy the atmosphere of Casa Olé, serving delicious Mexican food for over 50 years. 725 North Loop 340 in Belmead, or at CasaOlé.com.
This Connally Cadets broadcast on 107.9 The Bull and 365 Sports is presented by American Bank, Texas Contracting Solutions, Texas State Technical College, Bubba's 33, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, Baylor Scott & White, Southwest Sports Medicine, and the Connally Athletic Booster Club.
Hi, I'm Dana Hassel, President and CEO of American Bank. Waco is a great place for business, and for more than 70 years, American Bank has been the bank for business. We continue to invest in our growing community with state-of-the-art branches conveniently located to serve you within minutes. Our experienced bankers, lenders, and decision makers work directly with business owners like you every day, providing tailored solutions, timely answers, and local insights face-to-face. Schedule a meeting with one of our bankers today and find out what makes American Bank the bank for your business. Member FDIC.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance has protected fellow Texans with auto, home, health, and life insurance since 1952. With more than 260,000 square miles of land and 27 million people, that's a lot to cover. Whether you're wrangling cattle or wrangling kids, we're proud to protect Texans in all Texan ways of life.
Stop by and see our agents at one of our 3 McLennan County locations.
Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
Hi, I'm Mark Stewart with Berg Colgin Ford. It's that time of year. It's football season. Berg Colgin Ford is a proud supporter of Connally High School football. BK Ford is proud to sell the #1 truck in Texas, the F-Series truck, led by our leading rusher, the F-150, 47 years in a row. Come see the largest showroom in Texas and experience better at Berg Colgin Ford.
Texas Contracting Solutions is the premier name in Central Texas for select remodels and new construction efforts. With an extremely talented team, Texas Contracting Solutions can review your next project. With evolving landscape of real estate in Waco, whether you're looking to fix up your home before putting it on the market, looking to remodel a space in your home or business, Texas Contracting Solutions will help your plan every step of the way. Texas Contracting Solutions is committed to keeping your project on track, updating you on progress to bring to life your vision. Make sure you avoid any contractors in the area who do not manage with as much grace towards helping you understand as we do. Contact Texas Contracting Solutions today for your next project. Texas Contract Solutions, or email Mark at texascontractingsolutions.com or call him 254-424-1734.
Remember when you had a guy, someone who could fix anything? They're still out there at Batteries Plus. With their quick solutions and expert advice on batteries, key fobs, and phone repair, Batteries Plus will have you in and out and on your way in no time. Batteries Plus, the experts in charge. This Connally Cadets broadcast on 107.9 The Bull and 365 Sports is presented by American Bank, Texas Contracting Solutions, Texas State Technical College, Bubba's 33, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, Baylor Scott & White, Southwest Sports Medicine, and the Connally Athletic Booster Club.